Hi there, everybody, and welcome to Roll with Advantage. It's great to have you here. Boy, do we have quite the session in store for our motley crew of adventurers here. But before we dive in, there's a few things that I want to say. I haven't said them in a while, so I figured, better late than never. If you go to the About page of our Twitch, you can see there that there is a section entitled Credits. And the credits section is just for any artwork that is borrowed. For example, like some of these NPC tokens right here, like for Jinx right here, for Dariaxi and for Moku, obviously. Those are not my art, so you can find any of the art that's used in the campaign on the streams down in the About page. There's a Pinterest board that has everything collected there, or any art that is made for the stream, specifically for like the PC art right there. That Varnast and Morganix and eventually Alec, as soon as she joins in, has. That was all done by Andy Romanchik. I thoroughly recommend you go check him out. He is a wonderful artist. He is, I think, one of the fastest artists outside of the channel, like outside of Gemma and River, that I've ever worked with. And he's a pretty cool guy. He's very good at what he does. So I recommend you check him out if you are looking to get some art, specifically in a more cartoony style. Oh, hey, look at that. There's Alec. Hey, Kayla. Hey.
Hey.
Alrighty. Well, with that, I just wanted to throw that out there real quick before we got started. So we're going to go ahead and roll the intro, and we will dive right in. Bow, bow, bow. And we're back. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and not dally any longer, and let's go ahead and get into the summary. So, if you've never been here before, what I do on my channel is, instead of me doing the summary, I have the players do the summaries. I really like it because I like to know what the players think is most important about what happened in the previous session. So we rotate every week from who is doing it, and this week, Ryan, you are my main village man. So whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and take it away. Summarize away, my boy.
Do we want The Climb by Miley Cyrus playing in the background for this one?
For so many reasons, no.
Proceed, I'm sorry.
You're good. So, after taking their long rest due to the potion that they used, the group realized that they had had a conversation with the one and only Dark One, Father of Lies. Unfortunately, they were not able to speak to each other too much about it, as they were in the 88th level of the Abyss and still needed to move forward with their objective. Moving forward, they approached Mordekesh's stronghold, the last thing between them and Malcanthit's core. Thankfully, the stronghold was full of enemies, but due to the distraction being done by the Solar Celestial Friends, much of it was emptied, and the group was able to march their way through. Going through the first level, they avoid monsters, lava traps, and giant fire elementals, collapsing bridges, and many other traps. After they made their way through the first room, they came to a secondary room, filled with fewer enemies, a strange sarcophagus, and some sort of teleporting circle. The enemies in this room, however, did not attack the group immediately, despite the fact that they were approaching. It seemed like they did not want to engage in combat. Uncertain as to what was going on, the group felt that there was something in the sarcophagus that perhaps these enemies just didn't want the Wardens to have or reach. Along with this, the Wardens also did not like the idea of going through this teleporter and having enemies being able to flank them from behind, so they decided to clear the room. After clearing the room, they observed the sarcophagus that claimed to hold a mortal enemy of Mordekesh. Opening it, they were introduced to a large being that almost seemed to be like pure armor. There was like no flesh visible, right, Joe? Like it just seemed like it just existed.
Yeah, no flesh visible at all.
Yes. And I apologize, I can't remember. Oh, yes. And so we met Dariaxi, Is that how you pronounce it? I couldn't remember.
Dariaxi is fine, yeah.
Yeah, known as the Unwavering Tempest. While they weren't able to talk about it, Morgonix and Varnas did use history checks and were able to realize that he was one of the original founders of Thrall, who supposedly died somewhere between 5,000 to 10,000 years ago. And it said that one of his main enemies at the time was a Tabaxi warlock, which the group has pretty much concluded is Mordekash. After getting him up on his feet, they enlisted his aid to go take down his mortal enemy. Daraxi agrees, and they enter into Mordekash's throne room, where the Shadowsword awaits them.
That indeed he does. Thank you very much for that, Ryan. That was beautiful. So as all of you enter that wisping, whirling flame around you, you settle in. Words are exchanged. A very, very, very badass moment with Morgonix as she uttered towards the Shadowsword, and you're in my way. That is right where we left off, and that is right where we are going to pick up. So before we roll initiative, Mordekash takes this large sword, right in between a bastard sword and a great sword, this huge blade, and slams it into the ground. And you can see him outstretch his hands towards the pools of lava near him. And he says, "This is very good. I think that helpful hands would be nice. Come, my children, fight with me." And he reaches in, and you can see that coming out from the lava, there are these two huge creatures, these massive claws that reach up onto the chains and pull themselves up. You can see this, like coarse, almost scaly kind of red skin, these giant dragon-like maws, claw-like hands, and sprouting out of these massive torsos, these two sets of tiny arms. As Morgonix, you would be able to recognize this, as would Jinx and Moku, as not just one, but two Glabrezus.
Ooh.
You can see them. Yum. Hell yeah. So you can see them pull themselves out of the magma, and as they do, hanging from the chains, ready to pursue all of you, I would like everyone to roll for initiative.
Rage.
Oh, yeah, rage.
Alec went into this shit raging.
Oh, yeah, of course she did. I'd be a little disappointed if she didn't. All right. Let me get this going here.
What is my initiative modifier plus 3? 22. Ooh, hell yeah. Baby.
Some reason, like every time Kayla, Alec talks, my screen like goes off map into the far bottom corner.
I'm sorry. I'll stop talking in the chat.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying,
No, okay.
Can we fix this?
Yeah, you want to go to configure settings, all the way in the settings wheel.
Okie doke.
You want to go to core settings, and you want to scroll to find pan to token speaker and uncheck that. Yep.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt the flow, but
that
was really...
That is an okay thing to ask. All right, so then we got
cool.
this. Oh, I guess I could have just done. Whoa, Moku, him, Varnast, and then Morgonix. Okay, I think I got everybody. Yep. Okay, Alec, what'd you roll?
Alec rolled a 21. Moku rolled an 18.
Oh wow.
Do you want?
Do I want what?
Do you want Doggo to go on my turn or no?
Yeah, we'll just have you guys go oh no, let's have you roll for him just to break it up a little bit, just since you're also running Moku.
Oh, I rolled a natural 1, so it's not.
Okay.
Well, breaks it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Plus 8, so that's a 9.
So then that would be a -1. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait a second, I changed his name to -1. That's not his name.
Nah.
Alrighty.
Just wear that title, huh?
Oh, geez. I also changed Moku's name to 18. Whoops. All right, there we go. Dariaxi, he is looking at a not as dexy as he is strong. So for initiative, he is looking at a solid 14.
Those dice.
I am a fan too. Whoa. Okay. 18 or no, 14. Sorry. Okay, and then what's Jinx looking like?
She got a 14.
Okay, 14. Morgonix.
Morgonix got an 18.
Oh, good initiatives. Varnast.
7.
Wah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, checks out though, doesn't it? Alrighty.
You
Yeah,
want cleric to be lower in the thing.
That's a good point. Yeah. Alrighty. So just as a warning to all of you, one of the new modules that I installed, it what it does is, let me unveil them on the initiative. So one of the Glabrezus got a 19, the other one got a 13. So one of the things that it does is when it's your turn in combat, the recorder screen that's like broadcasting will follow the movements you make. So try not to like spasm out on your turn. Okay,
Fair enough.
here we go. Begin combat with Mordakesh.
I can still spasm out on someone else's turn.
Alrighty. So with that, Mordekesh's turn. Oh, goodness gracious. What does he even do? Okay, so Alec, you are... I don't know why it says you're still blinded. You are not blinded. Morgonix, even though you're in the back, he's really... Even with Dariaxi here, he has a mission that was given to him, so he's going to carry that out.
Checks out.
And what he's going to do is immediately sort of wielding that, picking the sword back up, this fire in his like upside down hand, this paw, thumb pointing down. You can see him just begin to pull together like elements and air to create this wisping, glowing orb of chromatic energy as he's going to hurl it towards you, as he's going to cast Chromatic Orb. All right, so Chromatic Orb, that is a 27 to hit. And that is going to be, he's just going to go ahead and go with some nice, wholesome fire damage. 3D,
Sure.
3d8, pop. Roll. Okay, so you're looking at 15 points of fire damage as the bolt of flame whirls through the air and slams into your chest. You can feel that flame begin to wreathe over you and just begin to like almost burn away at parts of your clothes. But you manage to pat them off before the flames get too intense. And let's see. Does he want to do anything else? No, he's comfortable standing near his throne right now.
Sure he is.
Actually, you know what? You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna step forward a little bit. Because he wants to get into some sword play right now, so he's gonna step forward to about here. And Alec, you can see as you're raging, just sort of like pacing back and forth like a caged animal, just ready to sprint at him. He is just like moseying down this like 5.5, 6 foot walkway towards you, and he does not realize how big of a mistake that is as we come to your turn, Alec.
Yeah, so as he's just kind of taking his time, Alec, with her father's greatsword, just like both hands clenching, she's ready. She's just gonna run in, typical
yeah.
Alec fashion, and she's gonna run in screaming. Absolutely. And we're gonna make a couple attacks here. First attack. Oh, that's a natural 20!
Oh
Start
my
this fucking day off! So
Mess
sorry.
him up.
That's why I use green dice. Okay, sorry. Wow. All right, I'm gonna roll the damage on D&D Beyond. Ooh, I'm sorry.
Goodness. Okay, so that's automatically does 12 damage, so whatever you roll plus
Okay.
12.
So 15 plus 12 plus 8 for the Divine Fury.
15 plus 12, 27 plus 8. Jesus Christ, 35? 34?
Yes.
35.
35. Oh my goodness.
Okay, that's the first hit.
That's
Second attack.
35 points of damage on the first one. That is magical, so
Okay.
that does
My
affect him.
modifier. Okay, and then an unnatural 20,
Jesus.
which punch is gonna hit, and that's 18 points of slashing damage as she just kind of spins it around in her hand, coming up from the other side. Alec isn't playing around today, so I'm gonna spend a key point, and I'm gonna flurry of blows.
Oh, shit!
So just kind of one-handing with her other free hand, she's gonna start taking some punches to this guy's face.
It's like, let me introduce myself.
Okay, but what if I told you I just rolled a second natural 20
You've
and I'm
gotta
not
be
fucking
fucking
around? I'll
kidding
take
me.
a fucking picture
Oh my god!
right now. We're spicy today. We're spicy, boys. I'm scaring trouble because I'm bouncing. Okay. Rage punch. 10 points of damage on that.
10 points of damage. Okay. All right.
That's her first offhand attack, and then
So real quick, you are what level monk?
I'll stop. I'm just getting really excited.
No, you're fine.
7.
7? You're a level 7 monk.
No, 5.
5.
I
Okay.
was like, what?
7 barbarian. Sorry.
Okay, so 5 monk. So you don't have the magical fist yet, right? I think that's 6th level.
No, that's
Yeah.
3rd level. Oh,
Magical
is it
fist?
6th level?
Pretty sure it's 6.
Yeah, the magical fist is where you can overcome magical
Sorry.
resistances. Okay.
Yeah, my bad.
Where you punch ghosts.
Yeah, so he's going to take 5 points of damage from the punch.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
I do get one more punch.
Yeah, you do. So that's why I don't feel bad.
Okay, back elbow here. That is going to be another unnatural 20.
Jesus Christ. Did your dice take steroids?
I'm gonna start taking pictures because I'm on next time I'm gonna roll all nat ones, but it's fine. I'm gonna take this. Alec always rolls like trash, so I'm not mad. That damage wasn't great, but that was 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage? Okay, it's reduced to 4. All right.
I gave my other dice out because they're not even fucking necessary tonight.
Okay.
Knock on wood. Okay, so slash 2 punches to the
Punch,
jaw.
punch. Yep.
That's it for Alex's turn.
Okay, at the end of Alex's turn, he's going to use one of his legendary actions. After you thoroughly fucking wallop him, he, kind of recoils, the flames kind of burning off of his face, and he just says, "Oh, good. I'm glad that I finally have a worthy foe." And with that, he's going to wheel around that greatsword, and he's going to bring down on a chop on your head with his massive greatsword. Okay, whoa. Yeah, it's kind of weird that it keeps doing the same thing to me with the tokens.
I'm sorry. I'll stop talking.
No, it's not. It's not Alec. It's just a weird thing that it was doing. It's just kind of bugged out, which of course it is. Okay. So that's going to be a greatsword attack. So that is going to be roll greatsword. So that is going to be a 21 to hit. Oh, that's fucking suck-ass damage, though. Okay, so that is 10 points of slashing damage, reduced to 5. And then that will be 1 point of fire damage.
Got it.
Okay. Alrighty, then we come to the lair actions. So with that, Alec, at the end of your turn, you can see that Mordekash, after he makes that one wild slash into you, you can see him just sort of take a small step back. Not stepping far enough away to break that range with you. 20 foot high and a 5 foot geyser. Each creature. What he's going to do is, centered right on Varnast in a 5 foot radius. So I need.
Oh, please.
I need Doggalin. Well, I need Morning Light, I need Dariaxi, I need Varnast, and I need Morganix to make a dexterity saving throw as the ground underneath you just begins to crack and magma just begins to spew out of this geyser.
14 for Morganix.
Okay, that's a failure.
Great.
31. Jesus Christ.
I rolled a nat 20.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Sorry, getting Moku's dex.
Uh,
Well, I can just.
Moku's not.
Go ahead.
It's Dariaxi. It's not Moku.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Dex saving.
Doggo rolled a 10, unfortunately.
Okay, dex saving throw for Dariaxi. That's going to be a natural 1 on his part. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, so that means everybody
Still
except for...
waking up.
Yeah. Yeah, he did just have like a slumber for who knows how long. So with that, everyone except for Varnast fails. So Varnast, you take 10 points of fire damage, and the rest of you take 20 points of fire damage. Woo. All right. That is the end of the lair action. Then we come to this first Glabrezu over here. So this Glabrezu is going to move 5, 10. So it's actually like swinging from the chains. So it's like 5, 10, 15, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, as it just like swings and grabs onto the cliffside and then pulls itself up as it's right in front of Moku. It is going to make 2 pincer attacks and 2 fist attacks against Moku. Moku screams, "Ah! I don't come in here. Why did I come here in the first place? I don't even know you guys like that." Okay, so pincer, fist. Wait, am I reading that right? Yep, 4 attacks. Whew. Okie dokie. So that's going to be a... Oh, that's kind of poopy. So that's a 14, a 15, an 18, and a 21.
21 does hit him.
21 does his... Oh, but an 18
Yes.
doesn't?
Oh, an 18 does. That is his armor class.
Okay, sorry.
apologize.
I read those a little fast. Okay, so 18 and 21. So Moku is going to take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. As the 2 claws, Moku is fast enough to dodge out of the way of the 2 claws, but as it lurches towards him, those 2 much smaller arms just both swing into his chest. Yes. Okay, so he's running into a bit of an issue there.
Just because I'm not the best at playing a rogue just yet, for when I'm Moku.
Can he dodge?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask. Uncanny dodge. When can I use that? Like, as a reaction, like once per turn?
Yeah, so you can use it in
Okay.
between his turns. So you
I
could...
can't use it when he attacks me straight out, or...
You can, yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to decide if it's... he might save it for next time. I'm just making sure that's how it
Well,
works.
he gets it back at the beginning of his turn, and his turn is right after this creature, so...
Oh, shit. Okay, well, no, holy do that.
Okay, so...
Well, uncanny dodge out of the way.
I
of that.
said-
Sorry.
No,
Still
you're fine.
learning Him.
No, it's okay. You said 13?
Yeah.
Okay, so then he will take... Instead, he'll take 9 points of damage as opposed to 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Alrighty. So now we come to Moku as he gets his uncanny dodge back.
He is going to bonus action disengage.
Hey, look at that. And you said you don't know how to play a rogue.
Oh, well, yeah. And he's going to... yeah, he's plenty of movement. Disengage, and he's going to go run beside this rock.
Shit, that was where I was gonna hide.
I'm going to run behind this rock.
No, do it. Do it,
Okay,
do it.
okay,
There's room
okay.
for both of us.
We can go share a rock home. And he's going to take aim at this creature with his crossbow.
Okay. Sadly, there will be no sneak attack there because no creature is within 5 feet.
3. That's okay. He rolled a 23.
23 hits, though.
Lovely. And his crossbow. Roll that in the
Crossbow.
chat.
Oh, man. That was kind of bad sneak attack damage anyway. Okay, but that's 8 points of piercing damage, and his crossbow is magical, so it overcomes that resistance. So, bolt slams into the body of the Glabrezu. It lets out this growling sound, these snarls and abyssal. But, yeah, that seems like a drop in the hat, you know?
All right. That's his turn.
Okay. Alrighty, moving on from there. Morganix, it is your turn.
You know, knowing some about these creatures and knowing that he's pretty much not going to take any damage from any of her spells, she needs to get in close range with him, but she is also already less than half of her HP. So she is also very aware that she cannot be healed because of the Aboleth curse. So
Yeah, you're kind of in a really shitty position right now.
he is going to let out a scream of frustration and come hide, try to get cover behind this stalagmite? I can't remember which is which.
I always forget. I think-
Stalagmite. You can remember it because G is for ground and it points up. Stalactite comes from the ceiling. So there's a speed.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
We like to learn here on Roll with Advantage, kids.
Moku also agrees.
Alright, I'm going to use my last spell slot to do a 5th level Armor of Agathis on myself.
Oh yeah, let me go ahead and get you a frosty token here.
get some temporary hit points going.
Ice shield. Boom. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've had DMs rule Armor of Agathis before that every time an enemy hits you, they take that amount of damage that is your shield.
The spell specifies it's only if it's a melee attack.
Oh, only if it's a melee attack. Okay.
Which it would be nice if it happened, but right now I really just need those temporary hit points.
Oh, I meant so how many temporary HP do you get right now?
25.
So that means that every time an enemy hits you, they take 25 cold damage regardless of how much shield is left, right?
No, it's only however much is left, and it's only melee attacks.
Okay.
And unfortunately, that is going to be what feels like a very wasted turn. I have no bonus actions I can do.
Okay. Okay.
Might
Okay.
silently start praying to Ayun.
Yeah. Oh, no, it takes the full damage. Because if a creature hits you with a melee attack while you have these hit points, that creature takes 5 cold damage. So then the damage and the temporary HP are increased by 5 for each slot. So that means if an enemy hits you and does 2 damage, they take 25 cold damage.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, Armor of the Agathis is fucking sick, man.
It still depends on someone getting into melee with me, which at this point I sincerely hope they do not.
I hope they don't either.
So, yeah, bonus action, praying to Ayun.
Okay, alrighty. You let out a prayer, and you hope that she can hear you from the 88th layer of the abyss.
Oh, I've got a sword, man.
Alrighty, so moving on from Morganax, we go to Dediaxi. Now, Dediaxi will look to Varnast and Morganax, seeing that Alec is charged Mordekash, and will look to you and say, "Would you like me to take the Glabrezu or aid in Mordekash?"
Help her with Mordekash.
Very well. And with that, you can see him sort of kneel down and jump as the bolts of lightning shoot out of his feet and just carry him off into the sky. As he flies, he has a fly speed of 60 feet, so he's going to go control click. And Alec, he's going to go ahead and come right behind Mordekash, and he's going to flank him with you. So he's going to land down behind Mordekash, as Mordekash sort of brings the blade up and brings it back towards his back with Dediaxi behind him. Dediaxi is just going to let loose, and he's going to go ahead and make 3... he's going to make 2 adamantine tempest attacks with that like double-bladed spear as he just whirls once and then brings up the butt of the spear a second time. And then you can see all the lightning crackling around him is also beginning to shoot down bolts of energy towards Mordekash. So we have 1, 2, 1. Okay, so that's going to be a 16, which misses, a 17, which misses, and then a 27 on the electric wings. So that's going to be 10 points of lightning damage to Mordekash. Except you're going to... Alec, in this moment, as you can see him block both of the spear attacks, as those bolts of lightning begin to slam down towards Mordekash, you can see Mordekash just smile as this very fiendish cat-like smile curls across his cheeks. Very Cheshire cat. As you can see the veins of Mordekash that sort of like glow those deep red colors. As a reaction, he's going to use his elemental affinity ability, and he is going to change his elemental immunity from lightning, or from fire to lightning. So as you can see, Mordekash's just skin begins to turn, like still stays that undercoat of brown, but all of the oranges and reds turn to these deep navy blues as he begins to crackle with energy. As Mordekash takes no damage from the electric wings attacks. So, with that, as you can see Dediaxi, he sort of has this sort of shiver, this moment of realization, this moment of remembrance as Mordekash does that to him, and that is going to go ahead and end Deryaxi's turn. Actually, at the end of Deryaxi's turn, Mordekash is going to just laugh in his face and is going to use another one of his legendary action to make a greatsword attack against him. So that's actually going to be a 14, so that's not going to hit, so that's that's funny. He laughs in his face and then misses. The overconfidence killed him. All right, so then we pop to Jinx's turn.
Oh man, Jinx really wishes she had some sun drop right about now. She is going to cast haste on Alec and
shit.
GTFO yeah.
You wanna, like, back up a few feet by chance?
Yeah? Trying not to get too clumped.
Alec,
Sure.
eat kitty.
Just don't want her on the edge where there's that other thing that's gonna reach out and attack her.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, haste on Alec. I will copy and paste that for you, Kayla.
I wasn't I wasn't doing that. You did that to yourself.
I realized what I did.
You played yourself.
And that is Jinx's turn.
Okay. Alrighty, so then we come to the other Glabrezu over here, which is going to... Let's see. You know what? It's going to swing right over here, and it is actually going to now flank. We got a flanking train going on here. It's going to go ahead and flank Deryaxi because it is going to make those 4 attacks against him. Glabrezu. So we got pincer, pincer, fist, fist. Pincer, pincer, fist, fist. Ooh, one of those is a natural 20 on the fist. Okay, so that's going to be a 13, a 19, a 27, and a natural 20. So let me check his armor class. 19 just barely hits. 19 is Deryaxi's armor class. So that is going to be a whole heap and hell of a lot of damage. That's going to be 14, 10, and then on the crit, that is going to be another 14 points of damage. Okay.
Let him soak that shit up.
Yep. Deryaxi's doing fine. He's got a fair
We
fair
don't
amount of
need
hit
it.
points. Okie dokie. So then, Varnast, it comes to your turn.
All right. What a spot.
Right?
Yeah. I think Varnast is going to use a 4th level spell slot. And he is going to cast Call Lightning and summon the Storm Cloud into the air.
Okay.
And,
You remember that the Rakshasa is immune to it now.
yes. Well, I also wouldn't drop it on him because it would hurt Alec and team anyway. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? Sorry, Glabrezu, what are these things called?
Glabrezu, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Varnast is going to drop it on this one just to his right, but he's going to channel his divinity to maximize the damage.
Nice.
So that's a 4d10 worth of lightning damage, and he has to make a dexterity saving throw, I believe. Yes, dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw. Okay, they're not great at these. Dex saving throw. Hey. Oh, that's going to be a 13. That's failure.
The failure. So that's 40 points of damage as the lightning bolt just drops right on top of him.
Fucking hell yeah, man. Yeah. This is the strongest lightning bolt you've ever seen in the Abyss before. Holy
Hell
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. And then just for the laugh of it, because whenever I do lightning damage to someone, they can knock him back 10 feet, so he's just going to push him off the cliff.
Oh god.
I know these things can survive in lava, but
yeah,
it's
so
funny to knock them
push
off.
him back 10 feet as he you can see him land in the lava, and it's a good thing there was nobody around him in that immediately 5 feet, as that entire area is just coated with lava as it just begins to eat away at the rock.
Then these 3 are hanging back, so much as Varnast wants to go help, that bridge is really not his forte. He can't really do anything to help, so I think he's going to stay here and just kind of make sure that nothing gets to the other 3.
Okie dokie. At the
So
end...
he'll move. That's not lop, right? He can stand there?
Yep, you're good. It's just on that next tier down.
Yeah, okay, that's kind of what I thought. Just want to make sure. So yeah, he'll move there just so Yeah, he'll move there, and that'll be the end of his turn.
Okay. All righty.
Good job.
Thanks.
That was a good one. Solid turn, Varnast. At the end of your turn, Mordekash is going to use his last legendary action. And he is going to... Man, why does the thing keep freaking out like that? It's so weird. And he is going to... yeah, he's going to go ahead and make a... actually, you know what? Alec, he was able to notice how when he made that sword slash against you, that cut didn't nearly cut as deeply, and you didn't seem to react as much to it as a normal human would have, a normal humanoid, so he can tell that there's some type of effect going on. So what he's going to do is he's going to sort of bring his blade around, and as he's swinging the great sword down with one hand, faking you out with the other one, he's conjuring up an amount of electrical energy in his other hand as he just goes to jam that up towards your face with a chromatic orb, which, even though there are enemies within 5 feet, he does not have disadvantage on ranged spell attacks. So that's going to be a 26 to hit,
Yup.
and that will be, what isn't it, roll damage? That's kind of weird. It's going to be 3d8 damage. So not a whole bunch, but, really not a whole bunch. That's 7 points of lightning damage.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I know. Isn't that so much?
She'll take it.
Okay. Alrighty. Sounds good. Damage. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. So with that, we move on to Morning Light's turn. What's he gonna do?
Morning Light is going to back Varnast up, and he's going to move right here. And just make a little dog sound and bark next to him. Like, saying, I got your back, bud.
Boy.
Indeed,
And he'll
he
just
is.
kind of hold his action for if this creature gets close enough, he'll take a little nibble out.
Okay. Alrighty. Sounds good. Test that real quick. There we go. Okay, finally I got that. I got the chromatic orb thing fixed. Alrighty, so that's the last thing he can take. So last legendary action as we come back up to Mordekaiser's turn at the very top of the round. So with that, yes, what does he want to do? He's got all of these, like, spell slots. I feel like it's time that he should use one. Oh, you know what? That's not it.
Killing me, Smalls.
Wow. What does this one do? Okay. Here we go. Oh, never mind. No, he's not going to use that yet. I'm sorry. Misunderstanding the thing. Okay, so what he's going to do is he's going to go ahead and he's just going to make 3 attacks. He's going to make 2 at Dediaxi and 1 at Alec. 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be... Okay. So that's a 23, a 22, and then a 12 to Alec.
Wow, the first 2 hit, though.
The first 2 were at Dediaxi.
Oh! None hit.
Yeah, what a bitch,
Alec.
right? Yeah, good job. Oh, God, that second attack is nasty, too. All right, so that's going to be 16 points of damage on the first attack, and then 26 points of damage on the second attack. Ooh, yeah, Dediaxi. He's not bloodied yet, but that wasn't good. Alrighty, Alec, it's your turn.
Okay. I mean, what's not broken, right?
And you're hasted.
And I am hasted. Okay. The first one is an 18.
18, that just barely hits.
Oof. Okay. It's 14 points plus 7.
Okay. 21.
Ooh, yeah, that's a spicy hit. That's a 29 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
And 18 damage.
18 damage, nice.
And I'd like to know, like, Mordecai's just probably looking all fancy with his attacks. Alec it's not like wild, and there's not technique there, but it is much more savage than what he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
It is a controlled aggression.
Mm-hmm.
And then her third attack, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 26 to hit.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that hits. Whew.
Again, I apologize for counting on my fingers. 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. Nice.
And you know what? Don't hate me. I'm gonna keep point, and she's gonna punch 2 times as well.
Flurry of blows again.
I'm taking some elbow shots at this point.
There you go.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's another 26.
26, that hits, yeah.
Rage punch.
Rage punch.
10 points of damage. I know she knows at this point that her fists are not as doing as much as her blade is, but she doesn't care. She's just wailing on him. Oh, okay. Well, that one's definitely not gonna hit. That is an 11.
That definitely does not hit.
Okay. It's okay. It's bound to happen.
Yeah, you've done a lot of damage, so you're doing okay.
That is it. She's standing her ground.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he's going to use 2 legendary actions to cast a spell. After you've unleashed quite a bit into him, he's going to sort of move with like the last 2 punches and then grab your fist with one and then with his other hand grab your cheek. And he's going to say, "Walk away." And he's going to cast Suggestion. So I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I'm gonna do that on D&D Beyond. No, I'm gonna roll in person. I've been rolling so well in person. What is my save
Wisdom.
bonus here? Wisdom +3. Okay. Okay. Well, it was bound to catch up to me. It's a natural 1.
Oh no! So that's
yeah. My modifier is 3, but it doesn't really help.
okay. So obviously, with Suggestion, he can't tell you to do anything dangerous, right? He couldn't tell you to throw yourself into the lava. But he did say, "Walk away."
He said walk away. Okay.
Walk away.
Clearly walk away. Interesting. Okay. That was his exact words. Right? Yes. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, now I'm nervous. Okay.
All he said was walk away. Go ahead.
Okay, let me... on a failed save, it pursues the course of action described to the best of its ability. Okay, yeah, okay, all right. So you're walking away for 1 hour, unless concentration breaks.
An hour?
Yeah, his suggestion lasts an hour. Or until she completes the course of action, but, I mean, you can walk away for a while.
Fuck me.
Yeah. But you do also get to save at the end of your turns, I believe. Oh. No, you don't. Yeah, it's just that the spell ends when you finish what you are asked to do. Okay. So, or until he breaks concentration. So then, at the end of your turn, Alec, after the legendary action, it's going to be time for the lair action.
Jinx within 60 feet of him when he did that?
Was she? No, she wasn't.
Alright.
He's 70 feet away.
Cool. Tight.
Okay. So, with that, we're going to get another lair action here. Let's see. Nobody's really grouped up anymore. So instead, what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and 6-foot radius around Mordekash. Okay, so everybody except for Jinx, you can see Mordekash, as soon as he grabs Alec's face and then tears away, he picks the sword back up and jams it into the bridge, and you can see him just stomp his foot as the blade is jammed into the bridge, as the ground underneath all of you except Jinx begins to shake. I need you to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. Everybody except Jinx. Includes Dariaxi. Dexterity saving throw. That's going to be a 4 for Dariaxi.
Even Moku?
Even
Here?
Moku. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I had to run upstairs for a second, so I'm gonna roll it on here.
Wow.
Poor Moku. This is a good round of dex saving throws. And then Morning Light. Hey, what a good boy. Oh, wait, was that for Alec?
That was for Alec.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sorry, I was rolling in person, but I had to run upstairs. So, I'm rolling up here for a second.
Okay.
I don't have my dice. He doesn't have a save on his sheet, so I'm just gonna roll a dex check, I guess.
Uh-huh. That's...
Oh, wait, no, saving throw.
Aw, poor doggo. Okay, so that means everybody except for Alec is knocked prone. 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 Jesus.
That's not so bad.
Prone. Oh, not dead. Sorry, I put the wrong thing on. They're right next to each other.
I'm not dead yet.
Okay, prone, 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 prone. Except Alec. Alec is still standing. Just so you know, a prone creature can only use its only movement option is crawl unless they stand in the effects. Creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls, and attack rolls against the creatures have advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Otherwise, the attacks have disadvantage. All right. So, with that, we come to the Glabre Zoo, who was just knocked into the lava, who's a little pissed about it. So he's going to grab onto the cliffside and pull himself up, Varnast, and he's coming straight for you.
Varnast is looking up as he's on his back. Oh, shit.
And the worst part is, all 4 of these attacks are going to have advantage.
Are they?
They will.
Are they?
Oh, God.
Now, he's...
So I'd like you to make your first one before we decide how this goes.
Oh, okay. All right, all right.
Yeah, I got it. I got a plan.
Okay, all right. So first pincer attack with advantage.
Yep.
That would be a 21.
That hits.
Okay, that's going to be 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, hang on. I have to do a few things real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
That's in order.
Concentration is still being held. And then I'm going to use my Wrath of the Storm reaction. Deal lightning damage back to him.
Hell yeah.
Then let me find that real quick. Sorry, Wrath of the Storm. Yeah. 2d8. Okay. That's 10 points of damage. It has to make a dex saving throw. It'll be 5 if it passes.
Okay. Dex save DC 17, right?
Yep.
Okay, dex save 17. Now we're looking at a 7, so that'll be 10 points of damage.
And then, since I just inflicted lightning damage to it, I push it 10 feet back off the cliff again.
Okay. 5'10". So it climbed up 5'10", fell down 5'10". It has 40 feet, so it's going to go 5'10". It's going to be at 30 now.
All right, well, that was worth a shot.
And, well, never mind. Okay, we'll say that from climbing off, any of the lava that was on it falls off. There's no, residual fire damage that it's going to do, because that'd be pretty gnarly. So with that, it's going to climb back up, and now it's really angry. So we got one more pincer attack. That is going to be another 21 for 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And then the 2 fist attacks, each with advantage. That is an 18 and a 19, which I believe both miss.
Those both miss.
And then the last attack is going to... that's a 15 and a natural 20.
Okay.
So on the crit, that is going to be 15 points of bludgeoning damage. As this creature is just wailing into you. And... Ooh, yeah, okay. All right. That's pretty gnarly. Alrighty.
Concentration remains active.
That's good. Okay. Alrighty. So then we come to Moku. Moku knocked prone. However, Moku is a ranged person, so that might not be the worst thing in the world.
Well, bonus action hide.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Well, can I hide while I'm... Can I, like, crawl and hide?
Yeah, we'll say that he could, like, crawl over here, right next to the other side of Morganix.
What is it? I think it's, like, plus 10 to stealth. Oh, plus 13 to stealth. Oh, okay. Well, that's an unnatural 20.
Yeah. For the most part, he's hidden.
Okay, you know what? He ain't worried. He's gonna stay hidden and just, like a sniper shot laying on his stomach and take a shot at this creature.
All right, sounds good.
Crossbow. Two hit. Come on, Muko, don't be trash.
Nice. That's a hit.
Okay. I don't know why I didn't roll his damage.
Oh, that's weird. I have the... Oh, there we go. 31 points of damage.
On Doggo. Hell yeah, that sniper shot.
Hell yeah, yeah. Thunk right into the throat of the Glabre Zoo. It just sort of roars out in pain, but it is still alive.
That is his turn.
Okay. At the...
Wait, actually?
Mhm.
Oh, that's within 30 feet. Hold on. Is that 30 feet? Oh, well, never mind. Too far. Never mind. Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. At the end of Moku's turn, Mordekash is going to use his last legendary action to make a greatsword attack against Dariaxi. So that's going to be with advantage because he's prone. And that is... Okay, that is going to be a 29 to hit. And that's going to be 22 points of damage. Woo. All right. Okay, end of Moku's turn. Then we move to Morganix.
I'll use half my movement to stand up. I'm gonna... Well, Varnast and Doggo are prone, so I can Eldritch Blast right over their heads, right?
Correct. Uh-huh.
This
Yeah,
thing's
I'm
huge. I think you could do that regardless.
just checking. Yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast that thing in front of my friends 3 times.
Hell yeah.
First roll is 18.
18 barely hits.
Second roll is garbage.
Doesn't
Third
hit.
roll is... Ooh, better. 24.
Okay, 2 hit, 1 miss.
Oh, 2d10 plus 10.
It's good damage. Can't shake a stick at that.
Ooh,
Hey.
25.
Nice, 25 points of damage. Very cool.
As my bonus action, I'm going to invoke my healing light to pump some hit points into Varnast.
You.
Roll 5d6. It won't be much, but it'll be... Ooh, it's really not much. I rolled 3 2s, a 1, and a 3. Wow,
Oh.
okay. 10 points for Varnast.
Hey, better than nothing.
That's my turn.
All right, great. All right. Okay. Well, cool. Good turn. All right. Then we come to Dariaxi. So Dariaxi being where he is on his turn, he's going to use 15 feet of movement to stand, and he is going to go ahead and so no longer prone, but he is going to make those. Let's see, 2 spear attacks and the electric wings attack. Oh, whoa, whoops! Didn't mean to click that twice. Whoopsie. So that's going to be a 20 and a 30 and a 14. So 2 of those will hit. Yeah. Thank you, Morning Light. I appreciate the reminder, doggo. So that is going to be, let's see here. So resistant. So that's just going to be 20 points of damage and 10 points of damage for a total of 30. Okay. So concentration needs to be tested. So on con saves, Mordekash is looking at a +9. So he needs to roll above a 10 each time. So that's an 18, and then that is a 6 + 9, which is above a 10. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So he succeeds both times. Suggestion is still taking effect. And that is going to be the end of Dediaxi's turn. With that, we move to Jinx.
Jinx is gonna be the bravest she has ever been and move up to here because she wants to be in counterspell range.
Okay.
Then she is going to cast. Oh no, they're gonna be waste strength. She's gonna cast. Fuck it. Big B's hand. As a grasping hand attempting to grapple this Glabrazoo over here.
That would
Yes.
drop concentration on haste on Alec if you do that.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. Thank you. Nope, she's not gonna do that. She's not gonna do that.
Yeah. I mean, Alec is under suggestion right now anyway, so it just means she wouldn't be able to do anything on her suggested
Nope.
turn, but...
Nope. She's gonna Toll the Dead that Glabrazoo, which is wisdom save.
Okay, wisdom save. They are pretty wise. That's going to be a 15.
That is not gonna do it. So he is going to take 3d12.
Nice. Ooh, ow.
Garbage.
10 points of
10.
damage.
Garbage. It's garbage.
Garbage.
All right, that's her turn.
Okay. Alrighty, sounds good to me. Then we come to the Glabrazoo that
Does
is
not sound good to me. But
all the way over here. This Glabrazoo is going to... You know what? Morganix, how many hit points do you have right now?
I have 42 of my max plus 25 temp.
Okay. So, let me check one thing real quick. Just Mordekash might order this Glabrazoo to do something. Just depends. Okay. Alrighty. So with that, the Glabrazoo, you can see it gets ready to bring up its pincers and fist down on Dadiaxi, but Mordekash raises his hand up no and says, "Remember what the queen ordered," and points his finger towards you, Morganix. And you can see the Glabrazoo doesn't charge at you. Instead, he is... Well, actually, he does kind of need to move a little bit. He's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, kind of swinging on the chains, 25, 30, 35, outside of melee range.
Tarzaning it?
Yeah, he is just swinging from chain to chain with those giant hooks, or giant claw-like hands. And as he's there, he is going to use his innate spellcasting ability. And from those small hands, you can see him begin to, as he's hanging, the two smaller hands jutting out of his torso, swirling together this magic as this beam of this sickly yellow energy flies towards you as the Glabrazoo mutters something in Abyssal.
I understand Abyssal.
As he mutters the word stun. As in their innate spellcasting, this Glabrazoo is going to cast Power Word Stun on you.
Could Jinx counterspell that?
She could. She would need to make a DC 18 intelligence check. So spellcasting ability check. Because this is technically an 8th level spell.
Oh my god. She'll save it then.
Okay. Alrighty.
What does Power Word Stun do? Would she know that this is hardcore?
So it would be a con save. And no, wait, actually you're automatically stunned because you're beneath 100 hit points. And at the end of every single one of your turns, you get a save. You're incapacitated. You can't move and can only speak falteringly. You automatically fail all strength and dexterity saving throws, and all attack rolls against you have advantage. So it's pretty nasty.
She's gonna counterspell.
Okay. All right.
She's gonna try.
She's gonna
Oh,
try.
God.
Come on, kitty cat powers.
She will do it at 4th level. Will that bring the DC down a little?
I need to look up counterspell real quick. I don't think it does, actually.
I think it does, but let's see.
At higher levels, when you cast the spell... Yeah, the interrupted spell has no effect if it's less than or equal to the spell level you spend a slot. Yeah.
We'll do it at 3rd level. It
Yeah.
won't matter. Okay, so I have to... It's an intelligence check. Okay.
Well, it's her spell attack check. It's whatever that plus a d20.
That's good. 18.
18. That is it. Favor of the swinger. So with that, those swirling mists of yellow fly towards you as Jinx throws up her hands, and it's almost caught in this net of magical energy. And she says, "No, not on my friend!" And the magic gets trapped and expunged as she successfully counterspells.
Cool.
Alrighty. But that is the end of the Glabrezu's turn. Then we come to Varnast.
Okay, how's the one in front of us looking?
Definitely a little worse for wear. That's for sure.
Mhm. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and then also, I'm not familiar with these things. When I dropped Call Lightning, did it seem like it had full effect, or did it seem like it was resisting it?
That was one thing that I was going to say, is that on the Call Lightning, it did hit and make impact, and you could see that it damaged it slightly, but not as much as you would have hoped.
Okay. Good thing I asked, because I was about to just drop it again. So, okay. Let's see here. All right, in this case, Varnas is going to swing his blade and cast Booming Blade.
Okay.
Joe, that's a nat 20.
Jesus fucking Christ, Ryan, I really don't believe you, but I'm gonna accept
Oh,
it.
Ryan.
Okay. All right, Ryan. I do, but
When
I
have
do.
I ever lied to you?
I know. I do believe you. I do believe you.
Let's go.
All right, hang on, I gotta do math in my head real quick. Because with this weapon and Booming Blade, the amount of dice I roll becomes stupid.
Good. That's what we want to hear.
So. Okay, so that would be 44 points of damage.
Ooh.
But, sorry, 8 of that was lightning, so it would resist that. And then the rest of it's just slashing and thunder damage if it's resistant to that. I don't know.
No thunder damage, just lightning.
So what did I say, 44?
so just
8 of it was lightning, so it'd be flat 40.
Okay, alrighty, sounds good.
And guess what? Going back 10 feet and pushing him off again.
5'10".
And Varnas just flips him off as he falls.
Alrighty, sounds good. But
I'm sorry. Varnas would have stood up before he did that. I'm sorry. Varnas would have stood up before he did that.
Oh yeah, that only checks out.
Okay, sorry. Like, I just realized that, and I was like, wait. Like, he's not that stupid.
Yeah. Oh, but poor Doggo. As it moves to Doggo's turn, you pushed away the one target that he had.
Okay. Well, I actually did say
well-
that he was going to hold his action, and when it got near, he was going to bite it, but I didn't say it soon enough, so it's all good. So,
Well, Varnas is also just gonna like look to Doglin and just be like, because I mean, he would recognize that Alec has been suggested, right? Like, he has enough battlefield awareness.
I'd say so.
I feel like they would have a different kind of connection, if not that. You know what I mean? It's like he would know, right? Or is that too metagamey, Joe?
No, I'd say that Doglin.
Passive insight for days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he-
Varnas- even if Doglin doesn't realize it, Varnas is just gonna motion to Alec and just say like, "Go wake her up," and he will
is going
stand
to
his ground.
bark. Oh, but he only has half his movement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he only-
Okay. Then he's gonna bark 25 feet this way.
Bark.
Wait, not 25 feet. Kayla, you suck at math. 15 feet.
Dogland has
Ow.
40 feet of movement.
That's not what his character sheet says. But
No, it doesn't?
No.
Oh, Mobby. Okay.
Granted, my poor boy hasn't been updated in a hot minute, so.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Then he's gonna go there and just start aggressively barking at Alec.
Okay. Alrighty. So with that, we come up to Mordekesh's turn, getting his legendary actions back. Mordekesh is going to look towards you, Alec, ignoring Dariaxi, and he's going to say, "You are very entertaining, but sadly, my dear, I must depart. There are other things that I must take care of." And with that, he is going to... Let me just make sure that this is correct. Oh, sorry. I just want to make sure that I get this right. Okay, yep. So what he's going to do is he is going to, like, step down on 1 foot, pulling his sword up and then slamming it into the ground. And as soon as the top of the sword comes in contact with the ground, there is this massive crack of thunder and lightning as he's going to cast Thunderstep. So I need...
I got that one.
I need Alec and Dariaxi to make... I need Alec and Dariaxi to make con saving throws.
Okay. I'm so fucking stupid.
If it makes you feel any better, while you were under suggestion this entire time, you wouldn't have been able to do it anyway.
Okay, that makes me feel better, because I think at that point I only would have missed it, like, once.
Correct, yeah. Most of the other
Whenever,
attacks were
okay.
against you, yeah.
What is con? Save. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15 for Alec.
Okay, 15 for Alec. That is a failure. And for Dariaxi, he's looking at a con. You do get to re-roll it if you want, because of the once per rage thing.
Yes.
If you want to do that now, yeah.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 is my
Okay.
other roll then.
All right, so Dariaxi fails. You succeed. So instead of taking 14 points of thunder damage, you take 7. But Dariaxi will also take 7 because he has resistance.
I mean, I don't think it'd break his concentration, but you took damage, so you might get to reroll to break out of it.
No, that's not how suggestion works.
Oh, even though
No.
they take damage? Wow.
Yeah. 7 for Dariaxi. I'm pretty sure, at least. Let me double check. Suggestion. Magically influenced, can see within range, can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be... Oh, wait a second. Alec, you're an elf, right?
Indeed.
Can't you not be charmed?
You would have. She would
Yo,
have had
what the
advantage.
fuck? I would have had advantage. God, I'm
'Kay.
sorry.
That's
I'm
okay.
dumb.
Here, I'll let you make the roll real quick.
Yes. Okay.
Because I should have remembered that. Mordecai should have.
I rolled 19.
What are you
What do I
kidding?
need to add? I was going to take a picture of it right goddamn now.
It's a
Nobody move.
it's a
I'm sending you a
wisdom
Snapchat.
it's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's my face.
A
I don't wanna see
19
that picture of my face.
a 19 would succeed regardless, though.
Okay. Well, I'm sending you this picture.
I believe you because of how you reacted. That sharp gasp of air.
It's too late. I already sent you a Snapchat, but okay.
Okay, well, let me check just for good measure.
Okay.
And I'll share it with the folks at home. Look at that. Look at that, everybody. That's a 19. You probably can't see it. It probably looks like trash on there. Okay.
This is a really trash picture. I was just trying to go fast.
Okay. So
Okay.
we'll say just for simplicity's sake, so we don't have to go back and worry about any of those sentinel attacks.
I mean, because I will, and like also like because I should know my own character stuff at this point, especially the fact that I'm an elf and I'm 12th level. Like I can still be suggestion if you want. Like I have
No.
a plan, but like it's up to you. You're the DM.
That's fine. No, we'll say that you break out of it with the damage of the Thunderstep. That's what kind of snaps you out of it. Just so we don't have to worry about the sentinel attacks, because he's going to teleport 90 feet over this way.
Sure.
Oh wait, no, come back.
As as he arrives, he is going to... see, on his turn, let me just make sure, multi-attack. Okay. Okay, so he can do one spell and one spell and one melee attack, or 3 attacks. So he's going to use the one spell, the Thunderstep, teleport next to you, and then he is going to make 1 greatsword attack against you, Morganix.
Sure.
So with that, the blade's coming down. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And so you are going to take, let's see, 16 points of damage. But then he takes
25.
25 cold. Oh, but
He's gonna use a legendary resistance or something.
no, he's going to use his reaction to trigger the chromatic resistance that he used on Dariaxi. So you can see Morganix as he makes contact with the greatsword. You can see that like deep navy blues underneath his skin slowly begin to change to this cool icy blue as that ice shoots up towards his blade, towards his face, and he just absorbs it, and it has no effect on him.
Does that mean, knowing what I know he is now weak to fire?
Correct. That you could assume that, yes.
Cool.
And he's already used his reaction, so he won't get that back until the beginning of his next turn. So you will take the 16 points of damage.
Yeah, that's fine. I already took it.
And then we move on to Alec's turn. Actually, one thing he would do is he would move right there. He would teleport right there. So he's within melee of Moku and Morganix. Sorry, my bad.
Can I see where he went?
I mean, yeah, it's not
Or like heard Morganix scream out or
Oh,
something?
yeah. I mean, heard her sort of like yelp, heard Moku like kind of shout out, "He's over here!" Like, you definitely would have got that.
Okay. Alec understands there's a big fucker to her right, but Morganix is more important.
Buddy. If I could have, like, as a freebie, I would have shouted, "Hit him with fire."
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't say. Alec
I
has
do.
more than enough to get down here, and just kind of coming and yelling. She's gonna take an attack at him. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Yeah, it's not gonna hit. That was the first attack is 12.
12 doesn't hit.
Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That is an 18.
18 just barely hits.
Oh, yes. Okay. That's a 14 plus 10, so 24 to hit for that attack.
Okay.
And then I'm still hasted, question mark?
Yeah?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Third attack here. Ooh, yes. Okay. 19, 20, 23. Oh, wait. Why am I doing that? Math. 29.
29.
hit.
Okay, that hits, yeah.
Yeah. Alec has a plus 10 to things, so I don't know why sometimes I'm counting on my hands. Like, okay. I'm just like, I guess be accurate. And then that's 14.
Okay, 14 points of
And
damage.
then I am going to use a key point for her unarmed attack to do Fangs of the Fire Snake.
All right.
We rolled a hit first.
Okay.
17. Yeah, 27
27, that hits.
to hit. Okay, and then punch. Oh, the damage isn't great. That's an 8 for the initial hit, but then blah, 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 blah. 1 key point, extra d10 of fire damage. Where's my 10? Is this a 10? Fuck, I forget what the 10 looks like. Oh, it looks like this. Okay. an extra 6 points of fire damage.
Okay, so since he's attuned to cold right now, that means he would take an additional 6, so 12 points of fire damage. And then you said it was 8 points of...
Just a regular punch.
Okay. All right. Oh, Sounds cool. Oh,
Her
wait a
punch
second.
is a fiery punch.
Yes. Sorry, I just need to add a little bit back because of the 8 was non-magical. But the fire was.
Also, I only have one more key. No, okay. I'm gonna use one more key point. Now I only have one key point after this. On that fire hit, she's also going to attempt a stunning strike.
Okay.
It's a DC 14 con
Oh.
saving throw. I'm
right.
sure he's good at Constitution, but
Yeah.
it's worth a shot.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't like the way you laughed.
That's going to be a 16 plus 9. That's 25. Yeah.
Okay, plus 9 is fine. All right. Well,
It was worth a
It was
shot,
worth a
though.
shot.
Yeah.
okay,
So-
well, I got one key point left. I'm not going to
Okay.
waste it on that again.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. So then at the end of your turn, Morganix, he is going to use 2 of his legendary actions to cast a spell. And he is going to, you just saw Varnas do this in the previous room. He is going to cast Destructive Wave.
Oh shit.
So each enemy within each creature you choose within 30 feet of you. So,
All of us except for Darioxy.
yep, everybody except Darioxy, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to take 10d6 damage.
Oh, it's a 18 for Morganix.
Nice.
I'm going to reroll.
Oh my
mine.
god, Ryan!
Yeah.
Mother bitch.
Not good. And
A 5 for Jinx.
Ooh.
14, 15.
Jinx can be healed. She'll live. Hopefully.
Who else needs to roll?
That's a nice thought.
Does Moku need to roll?
Yep, Moku does.
Thank you. Oh, nice. You rolled better than I did. 19. Con. 19, 20, 20. 21 for Moku.
21 for Moku. Okay, and then Doglin as well.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Yeah, con save.
No, his is not very good.
Oh, doggo 9. Okay, so if you rolled an 18 or lower, no, sorry, if you rolled a 17 or lower, sorry, DC is 18. So 17 or lower, you take 32 points of thunder damage. Well,
Mamma mia.
oh, I should have divided it up. We'll just say 16 points of thunder, 16 points of necrotic. And if you rolled above, you take 16 points. So 8 of lightning, or 8 of thunder, 8 of necrotic.
Okay,
What
my
was the total?
temporary points are
32.
Okay, dog goes down.
No.
No.
That was
What's
thunder,
Doggo's?
lightning.
gone.
Thunder and necrotic.
That was not good, guys.
And then Jinx will need to make a con saving throw. DC 16.
Okay. Oh, she does not have Warcaster. Okay. DC 16 con saving throw.
Uh-huh.
She fails.
Okay. All right. So that means, Alec, on your next turn, you are stunned, correct?
Alex next? Wait, I'm so sorry. I'm confused. What's happening?
So you were hasted, and Jinx just broke concentration on
Oh.
haste.
So why am I stunned?
Because,
It wore off.
yeah, that's the one downside to haste, is you get that extra attack, but then as soon as the spell wears off, typically it doesn't matter because it's at the end of combat, but if concentration breaks, then you're stunned.
For how long?
Until the
one
beginning
turn.
of your next turn.
Okay.
So you're incapacitated, which means you can't take actions or reactions. You can't move and speak. You automatically fail strength and dex saving throws, and all attacks against you have advantage.
So with me being raged, does that negate some of those things or no?
You still take half damage on things, and then I guess on dex saves you'd still have advantage. Just then it would flatten out to a straight roll.
All right.
Okay, yeah, because it doesn't negate raging, because you'll probably still take damage. as we move on to the lair action then. Lair action. Let me double check something real quick. Okay, what he's going to do is he is going to go ahead and centered right underneath his feet. He is going to... Yes, coming back to... So he had his turn. Okay, all right, okay. So, coming back to his turn, what he's going to... on the lair action, what he's going to do is right underneath his feet. Moku, Morganix, and Alec, you can see the ground begin to crack and a giant geyser of magma erupt once again, just as it had done before. I need Alec, Morganix, and Moku to make dexterity saving throws.
Right, I can see this happening, right? With
You can.
danger sense?
Yep. So it's just a straight roll.
Dex, what is my dex?
The 7 from Morganix.
Oof.
Alec is at a 17. And then Moku?
Moku, yep. So Alec, you succeed.
Pretty dexy.
Oh wait, what is...
I'm gonna go ahead and change my dice here.
Hey, Moku also has a 17.
Also has a 17. Okay.
Fucking... Moko, sorry.
Moko. Okay, so that's going to be 66. See how much we're working with. Okay, so Morganix, you are going to take 20 points of fire damage. And Moku and Alec are going to take 10 points of fire damage.
Boku would take none because of evasion, right?
That is correct.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so then we come to the Glabrezu that was kicked into the magma for like the 7th time, and he's pissed about it. So he's gonna crawl back out. And oh, you know what he's gonna do? Varnast, he's just gonna crawl out of the lava, and you can see him raise his fists up as you sort of throw your shield up to block. And instead, those two small hands underneath begin to whir in magical energy as he's going to, this one now, is going to cast Power Word Stun on you. So, you get to make a Constitution saving throw at the end of each one of your turns. And when you save from the effect. But otherwise, you are just stunned.
We're not going to try and counterspell that?
I think she already used her reaction.
Yeah, I can't until she's got no reaction till her next turn. I'm sorry.
Fuck.
Yeah. So stunned. Let's see where stunned at. There you go, stunned. And then also put one on Alec real quick. Stunned. And remove the blessing there. Okay. Alrighty. Stunned. So that's the end of his turn. Kick me off the ledge again, bitch. You can hear him saying Abyssal. Okay. Alrighty. Moku's turn.
Okay. Wow. Going to bonus action disengage. And he's going to... Can he climb up here?
Yeah, it's only like a 5-foot difference. It's not too much higher.
Okay. And... Wowzers. How do these things out here look? I'm just asking.
The one facing Varnast looks rough. The one who is closer to Dariaxi has not been hit once yet.
Okay, well, this is the bigger problem right now. Okay. He's gonna take aim at Mordekash. Where's my dice? Oh wait, no, I rolled normal for him on here. Because his rolls damage automatically, or at least it should. Okay, for some
Ooh.
reason it didn't matter, because I don't think that hits.
Yeah, no. 12, that's the downside about a rogue, is he brings the crossbow up, he tries to fire, but Mordekash is just too hard to hit as the bolt slams into the stone next to him.
Weird that it normally... Oh, sorry.
Well, there you go. There's some damage. At the end of Moku's turn, Mordekash is going to use his last legendary action, and he is going to make a melee attack against Morgonix. Morgonix, you are not still
Sentinel.
prone.
Aren't
You are stunned.
Fuck you, Joe. You suck.
I'm
Go ahead.
sorry. You guys are so strong. I need to do things to make you a little weaker, or else this fight would be so easy. Okay, no, don't side-eye me. I get anxious. Okay, all right. Sword is coming down, Morgonix. That is going to be a... No, not a lot of damage. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And then that will be 16 points of damage. 10 slashing, 6 cold.
Yoke.
Alrighty. With that, Morgonix, it is now your turn.
Oh, this will be fun. I haven't gotten to use my Arcanum brand up close before. I'm gonna take 2 attacks against him.
Okay.
And because he is a fiend, or is he a fiend or undead?
He is a fiend, yes.
Cool, I get extra damage if I hit. So, first swing is a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Second one, that was a journey, is a 27 to hit.
27 hits as well.
Okay, so
No, you're not on opposite sides. Alec is stunned anyway, so she couldn't flank.
right. So I
Good
roll
question,
a
though.
D8. Okay, I'm gonna roll this separately. This is magical damage, but it is not any. It's just magical. So that's gonna be 5 plus. Alright, we'll just do it one at a time. So that's 5 points of magical slashing damage.
Okay.
Then let me roll my radiant damage. Roll 4d6.
Ooh, nice.
16 radiant damage. Plus 8. Okay, that's all my damage. I'm sorry.
No, that's
I'm
okay.
not used to melee attacking. I had to do that a little backwards.
That's all right. Okay, so you make the first slash into him. It cuts into him, able to cut through the metal and into the flesh.
I'm going to say your mistress is nothing but a queen of lies. And tear into him. And I'm going to shoot a little bit of healing over Doggo's way just to get him up as a bonus.
Okay.
We need him up. 13 points. Get up, get up, get up.
Hey. As he howls as he gets up, he's alive.
That's. Do I have anything else fancy I could do with the sword? I guess I'll brand him, so like, just in case he were to go invisible or something, but it doesn't do anything else.
Okay. All right, so we will just mark him as branded. Marked. There we go.
Okay. That's it. I can't afford to move. I am really low.
Okay. Alrighty. Then it is Dadiaxi's turn. Dadiaxi, seeing that this thing hasn't been injured yet, he is going to fly up here onto the chain, and he's going to start attacking this creature. So he's going to go 1, 2, and then 3 with the electric wings. So that's a whole bunch of stuff. That's a 25, a 22, and a 30. So those are all 3 are going to hit. So that's going to be 22 points of piercing, 11 points of lightning, 20 points of piercing, 6 points of lightning, and then 6 points of lightning. Okay. That was a fair bit of damage.
Wow.
That was about 50. Okay. So with that, that's the end of Dariax's turn. Just speed through it so we can hop down to Jinx.
Okay. Crap. How rough is the one by Varnas looking?
Pretty rough.
Mordecai is right there, but she knows Varnast is in a lot of trouble, so I think she'd go for that Blabberzoo again.
Okay.
Let's see here. Shit. Sorry.
That's okay. It's not an easy choice. There's a lot of variables going on right now.
Big B's hand, interposing hand between Varnast and it. The hand interposes between you and a creature you choose until you give the hand a different command. The hand moves to stay between you and the target, providing you with half cover against the target. The target can't move through the hand's space if its strength score is less than or equal to the hand's strength score. If the strength score is higher, blah, 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 blah. But, since Varnast is between her and this thing, can she still interpose it between them?
Yeah, she should be able to interpose.
Giving half cover?
Yeah, giving half cover. So it'd still be able to make attacks, but Varnast would have +2 to his AC, I believe.
That's half cover, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it would do? Fuck. No, she's gonna grapple it instead, grasping hand.
Okay.
The Big B's hands, it has a strength of 26.
Okay.
If this creature's strength is less, that it just automatically fails.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so yeah, the grasping hand would be able to grab onto it. And it would, yeah, because its strength is 20, so it's definitely not more than 26.
We do roll off. I'm sorry, but I use the hand. I'm so sorry. We do roll off for that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I read that very wrong.
That's okay. So you do not have advantage because it is a large creature.
Yep.
So we'll go ahead and check saving throw.
But it's a +8. Oh, fuck, that's garbage. It's an 18. Please roll this.
And that is a 10 plus 7, so that is going to be... Yeah.
Okay, he's grappled.
He is grappled.
Bonus action, the hand is going to squeeze to do some bludgeoning damage.
Heck yeah. All right.
2d6 plus 5.
2d6 plus 5. Okay.
Garbage.
11 points of damage.
11 points, yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Sounds good. Anything else?
That's all she's got. That's all she's got.
Alrighty, then we're going to come to this...
Wait. 1 second. I'm so sorry. Jinx is an evocation wizard, so I think she gets to add some extra damage. Yeah, she can roll her in... So add another 5 points of damage, because that was an invocation spell.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Thank you, I'm sorry.
No, you
I'm not used to yankering.
That's okay. Okay, so then we come to...
She gets her reactions back now because it's been her turn, right?
Correct, yes. So ending her turn, she would get her reactions back.
Cool.
Then we come to this Glabrezu. This Glabrezu is going to... It already used its power word stun, so it's not going to use that again. Can see what's going on over here. Yeah, I mean, it was already reminded once of its mission, so it's going to... It's going to take the attack of opportunity from Dariaxi, and it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh. Okay, wait a minute. I like hexes because they make things easier, but then they also make things more difficult. Oh, wow. Okay, so it actually cannot... Where's its, like, center?
It cannot get to me?
Well, I'm having a hard time figuring out where its center is. Because of the way that this is. Because if its center is here, then it can, but if its center is here, then it can't.
I think its center is there.
25. That'd be 45 feet. That'd be 40. Oh, you know what? No, but it was told about its mission. Okay. Alec, it was able to see the massive amounts of damage that you were able to do. So since it can't get to Morgonix this round, it's going to come for you, okay? So, it's going to sort of swing from chain to chain and is going to take an attack of opportunity from Dariaxi. So, Adamantine Tempest. That's going to be a 28 for 22 points of damage. All right. Then Alec, it's going to get right up behind you, and it is going to make its 4 attacks, and these 4 attacks are going to be with advantage because you are still stunned, technically. Okay, so I think that I can do shift. Does that automatically roll with advantage? Yes, it does. Shift. Shift, shift. Okay. I actually think that first one misses. Okay, so we are looking at a 19 to hit for the first one. I think you're
Me
muted.
or Alec?
Sorry, I was muted. No,
Okay.
a 19 does not hit.
Oh, what? Okay. All right. Then 2 14s. That's a miss. Then we have a 24 and a 24 for the 2 fist attacks.
Wow, the 224s hit.
Okay, so that's going to be 18 points of bludgeoning damage reduced to 9.
Got it.
Okay. Alrighty, Varnast. You are stunned. So, at the end of your turn, you can make a con saving throw.
Fail.
Okay. All right. So then you're still stunned, and we move on to Morning Light's turn.
Okay. Wow. Which one of these things look worse?
Oh, definitely the one that is in front of Varnast. Definitely.
Okay, Morning Light is going to go next to Varnast. Where's my good dice? What is his modifier? I think it's like a +8, isn't it? Yeah, it is. No, wait, that's his attack. +6. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19 to bite.
19 to bite, that hits.
Okay, first attack. Bite. Now.
Oh, no.
Wow. Okay, well, I was only trying to roll the damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, not the actual, like, to hit, because I already rolled that.
Oh, yeah. Well, the
But I can't
damage
roll
is
the
good,
damage
though.
separately.
Okay. Okay,
So that's his first.
So 11. He doesn't have a magical bite attack, so that's halved to 5. So he gets one more.
Oh, okay. Can I actually see if he is prone? Wait, no. Doglin can't knock this thing prone. Okay.
Like you're really gonna try and make that argument?
In Doglin's dreams, he can.
That's an 18.
18 hits, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna roll again this, but only for the damage, because I don't know I put my other dice away. So I have 1d4, and I'm lazy.
Okay.
Hey.
11 again. Okay, for another 5 points of
Nom, nom, nom,
damage.
nom.
Morning Light, how do you want to do this? How do you want to kill this Glabray Zoo?
That's my baby! Okay. Well, Morning Light is going to bounce off of this rock, and, like, he's gonna race jump on his hind legs, and then, like, bop, and just kind of rip out this creature's throat.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah. So Doglin jumps right on, like, running around Varnast as Varnast is just, like, stunned and frozen, just kind of, like, shaking. Runs up and around that stalagmite. Yeah.
There you go.
I had to really think about the mnemonic device there. Yeah, so running around and runs up the stalagmite, jumps off onto the creature's chest, burying his teeth into the throat of that Glabray Zoo, rips out once, bites in a second time, rips out again. As you can see, the pincers just begin to whirl wildly. The punches try and swing at Doggo, as Doggo then, after ripping out twice, blood pouring out of the Glabray Zoo's throat, it just drops into the lava, falling backwards. As Doglin is just like bounces off, lands right next to Varnast, right where he was, as the Glabray Zoo lands into the lava and slowly begins to sink into it. Alrighty. It is worth noting that as Doggo does that, tears out the throat of the creature as it falls in, you can see the creature kind of beginning to like split in half and just like pull apart in the middle as it sinks into the lava.
Okay. Worth noting, concentration on Bigby's hand is still up. Jinx can continue to control it on her bonus action.
Okay, so it just like is sinking into the lava, and then as it like goes to, the hand just lets go and just floats above the lava.
Yeah, just like limply. Boop.
Alrighty, so then we come up to the top of the turn order with Mordekash.
Oh good, I'm about to die.
Yeah, Mordekash sees your state, Morganix, and he's just going to bring the blade up, and he's just going to smile and say, "She may lie about many things, but when she said you were weak, that was true." And he's going to bring his blade up, and he's going to make, you are still stunned, Alec, 3 great sword attacks. 1, 2, 3. The first one is a 17.
That is my armor class.
Oh, and then the next 2 are both 29.
Yeah.
Okay, so all 3 hit, so that is going to be 19 points of damage on the first one.
Okay.
20,
I'm still up.
21 points of damage on the second one.
I'm down.
Oh.
But I have Death Ward.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh my
So
god,
that's
it came in, yes! Yes! So, right, you just come back at 1, right?
1 foot. Well, if it would drop her to 0, it instead just puts her at 1. So, unfortunately, that third attack's still going to knock her down. But
Okay,
it's not
well, that's
death
better.
saves.
That's better than 2 failed death saves, yeah, because
Yeah,
that's what it
much
was going to
better.
be. So as he knocks into you, Morganix, that energy, that magic that was there since the very beginning of this journey, you had almost forgotten about it, but in that moment it comes back, shocks you back awake like an electric, like, charge the heart. Just a shot of adrenaline as you quickly come back in just to see that blade swing around, slash into your chest as you drop onto the ground, unconscious from...
flavor thing in that brief moment of respite. I am just gonna reach out and just put my hand at his throat, not doing anything, and I am just gonna look it dead in the eye in defiance.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. That's fucking sick. As he swings down and you can see, like I said before, that Cheshire cat like smile looking right back at you as he drops
And I'm
you
down.
unconscious. Okay. Alec, as we come back to your turn, the stun does wear off. You're no longer stunned.
Okay. She is absolutely, if she wasn't raging before, she's really fucking infuriated. So I'm gonna be burning my last key point here too. So she's
Oh,
just
hell
gonna
yeah.
go all out here. 27.
20. That'll hit, yeah.
Just gotta let you know. Roll my Divine Fury on here. Oops. It's not great. Sorry, trying to get back to my...
Oh, no, you're fine.
On D&D, to my phone. 12 plus 7 for the first hit.
12 plus 7 for the first hit. Okay. 21.
Yeah. 25 to hit for the second hit, which I'm assuming that hits.
That hits, yeah.
15 points of damage.
'Kay.
And she's gonna burn her last key point here. She's just wailing on this dude. 22.
22, that hits.
Her punches aren't that great. That's alright, doesn't matter. 10 points, so 5.
Okay. 5 points, got it.
And then... Ooh, I don't think that last one's gonna hit. 15, I don't think that hits.
15 does not hit, no.
Okay. Okay. Is there any way, because Alec is just like straight up attacking this dude, like can she just interpose herself between him and LS or Morganix?
Yeah, sure. What I will let you know is that he's focusing on you. He doesn't want to kill Morganix right now. He has been
Okay.
instructed. You can see that as soon as he drops her, that as soon as she drops onto the ground, his attention turns to you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then just as serious as can be, just the look of absolute rage in her eyes. She's gonna lock eyes with this thing and just hold her ground. And that's all she can do.
Okay. Alrighty. So,
No, I cannot be disarmed of the Arcanum brand. It would have disappeared when I went conscious.
okay. All right. Sounds good. So, yeah, you can see Morganix's blade as it like flew out of her hand. It just vanished from reality. But at the end of Morganix's turn, we're going to have a legendary action from Mordekash, and he is going to.
Alex's turn, you mean?
Yeah, sorry, the end of Alec's turn. He's going to make a greatsword attack against you, Alec. So that's going to be a 23 to hit. That's going to be 13 points of slashing damage, reduced to 6. And then 8 points of cold damage. Okay. Alrighty, so then we come to the lair action. All right. Lair action, so he can't do the same one that he did. So, oh shit, I just exited out of VTT. Oh no.
Oh.
Good job.
I went to go click on the tab and then it vanished. Well, no, I accidentally hit the exit out button. So he's going to once again, he's going to do exactly what he did before as he throws the blade into the ground and begins to twist and twirl, stomping his foot. The ground just begins to shake. As I need everybody to make dexterity saving throw, or not dexterity.
Can Alec not do something to attempt to stop that as a reaction? Like she's, I mean, realistically, she's not gonna just stand there and let him do that. But like, I understand, like
That's like the whole point of the Mage Slayer feat, though, is that's what gives you the ability to try and interrupt that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to Joe,
okay,
but
well, no, it's all right. Go ahead, Joe.
Well, no, I'd say that because he's making an attack against all of you, that I would allow you to use your reaction for Sentinel to make an attack, and then if it hits, it'll stop the lair action. Because the lair actions are originating from him.
I don't want to like. I'm not trying to be cheaty face here. I was just like wondering.
Well, no, yeah, no, you're fine.
I mean, like she would have just stand there and be like, "Well, he's gonna stab into the ground." You know, like she knows what happens.
Yeah, and I get that. So because you have Sentinel, I'd give you an opportunity to stop it. So if you hit with your Sentinel attack, that just means you wouldn't have a reaction for the rest of the round until it's your turn.
I don't know if she's even gonna live that long, so it's worth a shot.
Okay, yeah. No, totally makes sense to me.
That's an unnatural 20.
That hits.
I rolled a 10.
All right, roll your damage. So as he jams his blade into the ground and goes to shake it, I'll say that you're able to sort of jam your greatsword under his arm and use the flat side to like almost bend his arm almost to breaking it as before he gives way to the pressure, unable to activate his lair action.
13.
13, okay. All right, sounds good.
I assume I don't get Divine Fury, so...
No, yeah, I think that's just on your turn. Okay, alrighty, so then we come to the Glabrezu. This Glabrezu is dead, then we come to Moku.
Okay. How does Mordekash look? Doesn't matter. That's who we're fighting. Okay. Bonus action. He's gonna... Are these cages? What are these?
Yeah, they're cages. They are see-through.
So he has no way to hide up here, is what you're saying.
He has no way to hide, but Mordekash is next to an ally of yours, of
Cool.
Moku, so he'll get sneak
take a
attack
shot.
regardless. Okay. Whew, that was a journey. 27, that hits. And 23 points of damage. Okay. Mordekash is looking pretty rough in this moment.
Don't like rogues. When you deal sneak attacks every turn, turn, you can destroy one of your soul trinkets. What does that do?
I think it's whenever somebody dies within range of him, which a lot of people have, so I'd say that he has some of those.
Okay, so immediately after you deal sneak attack damage to a creature on your turn, you can target a second creature that you can see within 30 feet.
Glabrezu is within 30 feet.
Okay. Of the first creature, and it takes 3d6 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Roll.
12 points of damage.
Oops, sorry.
That's okay. All right, Glabrezu is dealt 12 points of damage.
You also deal damage to the first creature.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, necrotic damage?
Sorry, I just read that.
That's
yeah.
okay. He is immune to necrotic.
Which, yeah, I was about to say, I
Yeah.
don't think that does anything to these things. Okay.
Yeah. The Glabrezu, it did damage, just not to Mordekash.
Yeah, okay. Then, good job, Magoo.
Okay. Alrighty, Morganix, I need you to make a death saving throw for me.
Yeah.
Okay, that is
Success.
one success. Alrighty, so then we come to Dariaxi. Dariaxi is going to fly over here right behind the Glabrezu, and he's going to do exactly what he did before. Going to make those 2 spear attacks and the 1 electric wings. I didn't mean to click the electric wings twice. Oopsie. So that's going to be 16-16 miss and a 24 on the electric wings, which is 6 points of lightning damage. Okay. That's the end of Dariaxi's turn. Then we come to Jinx.
Big B's hand is going to... Oh, this might be stupid. This might not even work. Is gonna form a clenched fist and just rock it across the map to punch Mordecai.
Mordecai.
Mordekash.
Who? Okay, Mordecai.
Sorry, I don't know where that came from.
It's a way less intimidating name.
Hey, don't talk bad about the sniper from Borderlands 1.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's only a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that is going to be a miss.
That was only her bonus action, though. So with her action... Oh my god, this is so stupid. Oh god, this is never gonna work. She is going to use her 1 6th-level spell to cast Otto's Irresistible Dance on Mordecai. It's a wisdom save. And I'm sure he's wise as fuck.
As she goes to cast the spell, it automatically fails.
At a 6th level?
Spells of 6th level or lower.
Oh, so the slot's gone?
Yep.
Well, that's cheap.
Well, you know, I'd say that Jinx is a intelligent lady. So I'd say that she would have been able to know about Rakshashas and
Okay.
their abilities.
So she couldn't use a cantrip on him either?
No, 6th level or lower unless he wishes to be affected by it.
Oh. Well, then she wouldn't have Bigby's handed him.
Oh, that's a good point, yeah.
Could she have tried to punch the Glabrezu?
Yeah, but a
What's that,
16,
16?
a 16 still
Yeah.
would have missed. Yeah.
Okay, well, she can still... she can still toll the dead, that Glabrezu, which is a 17 wisdom. It worked once.
Yep. 17 wisdom, saving throw. That's failure. Let's hope this 3d12 is better than the last 3d12.
I know, right? I changed my dice.
Kinda. Yeah, 14. 14. I'll take that to the bank.
2 points, it's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so then we come to this here Glabrezu. Seeing Morganix down. Also seeing how much of a nuisance this Tabaxi has been. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh dear.
Moving... Well, okay. All right. I think that because he's large, he's as big as he is, I think that he can... He's still within melee of both of them. So he's going to go ahead and make 4 attacks against Jinx. That's going to be 2 pincers and 2 fists. 1, 2.
Mamma mia.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a lot of dice. Okay, so that is a 26, a 28, a 12, and a 23.
The 12 doesn't.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So that is going to be a total of 31 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jinx has 4 hit points left.
Oh, no. Jinx. Alrighty. With that, that's the end of the Galabrai Zoo's turn. Varnast, it's your turn. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
20.
What was that?
20.
Okay, with that, you break out of it, and you are back with us. DC was 16. You done it, Varnast.
That's at the end of my turn, though, isn't it?
That it. Oh, fuck, yeah, you're right. God damn it. Oh, shit. Sorry. Gotta hate that. All right. Oh, man, this fight's really coming down to the wire. Doggling.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Doglin's going to race over here to this creature. And is going to try to take some bites out of it. Okay. 18.
18 hits.
Okay, this is just... Actually, I'll just roll it twice. Actually, I don't know what his modifier is. I'm just gonna roll this for the damage again. So 12 points... Oh, 10 points of piercing damage.
10 points, okay. Just 2, 5.
Second attack. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19.
That hits. Man, Doglin's doing work today.
Yeah. And then here... This is... 8 points of piercing damage.
Just 2, 4. Okay, all right. Doglin is able to rip and tear into the calves of this massive creature. Not enough to bring it down, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what he's got.
Alrighty, so then we move back up to Mordekash. Mordekash's turn. Alec, he is going to use his bonus action to cast Staggering Smite. So pretty much...
Counter spell.
Okay, alright. That's a 3rd level spell, so... that's a 4th level spell. So she'll have to make a DC 14 save. Or check. Which is +9, so she should be able to do it. Knock on wood.
Oh my god.
It was a good thought.
You had to go and say something, Joe. You had to be a smart aleck.
I know. Well, she did the 18 one. Okay. So the Staggering Smite, so the next time you hit a creature with a melee attack, okay, so then he's going to make 3 melee attacks against you, Alec. Okay, so we have 1.
What does this staggering
2,
whatever
3.
do?
It'll happen when you hit... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
It'll knock you unconscious, I think.
Yeah.
No. It's a 14 and a 15 for the first 2, and then a 26 for the last one.
26 hits.
Okay, so that's going to be 11 points of slashing damage reduced to 5. And then 8 points of fire damage. And then for the...
So I'm at 12, so...
Let me check the Staggering Smite here real quick. Okay. Staggering Smite. Okay, so with Staggering Smite, you can see that blade is sort of overcome with this like sickly energy, as you can see that it's trying to affect the actual like muscles in your body. So as the blade makes contact, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Well, that's pretty fucking easy for Alec. I'm not mad about that. Because she has a fucking +10 of that. Yeah, that's a 24.
Whew, okay, yeah, so that's going to be a success. You still take half damage, which isn't
Still might go down.
a whole lot. No, you only take that was really low. You take 4 points of necrotic damage, as opposed to 8.
I'm at 8.
All right. And then if you would have failed, you would have had disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks and couldn't take reactions till the end of your next turn. That was a good thing. Alrighty, so he is not concentrating on that because that was a failure. Alec, it is your turn.
Eat his fucking heart. Alright, here we go. That's an 18 plus 10, 28.
28 points of damage, or 28 to hit. Yeah, that hits.
Hit. 17 plus 7 radiant damage.
So wait, how much damage?
17 from my blade, and then 7 radiant.
Okay, you are very, very, very lucky that your Divine Fury does radiant damage, because radiant damage is the only way to actually kill him. The 17 brought him to 0. The radiant damage did him in. So, Alec, with that, how do you want to do this?
Fucking hard out. Okay, well, you have your fucking answer. She is going to both hand. She's going to jam her blade into its whatever its navel cavity is, rip upwards, up through its jaw.
Oh.
Keep her sword there, take both of her hands, and just pry open his chest, and I'm grabbing his bitch-ass heart.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take a bite of it.
Alrighty. So as you do, you are able to rip and tear, and the blade tearing up and through, you can see that he's still, like, maintaining to stay conscious. He's not moving or changing at all. With the way that you're, like, ripping and tearing through him, the blade jams in and rips up, and you can see him just smiling at you. And like I said, that Cheshire Cat smile. As you rip and tear up, he just says,
You do realize, if it's not me and it's not her, the great Lord of the Dark will have all of you eventually.
And Alec, just as he finishes that, you tear up and out of the jaw, break into his chest, and tear out that heart of flame and fire. As you bite into it, it is like eating a piece of meat that is too hot off of the grill, but in your rage, you just resist it, and you keep biting and chewing until eventually you see his entire form shift from flame and fire to ash and soot. Your mouth is covered in ash. As you can see, the entire magma and lava around you begin to stifle and harden until it's just in this volcanic rock. The Glabre Zoo freezes and turns to stone. Whatever magic that was here was tied to Mordekash. But you have a feeling that the same rules that applied to Malkanthet also apply to Mordekash, and you are not sure if this is the last you'll ever see of him. As he freezes, turns into ash, falls to the ground, as the entire area around you cools. The heat is gone, and the enemies are dead. However, you do know that Morganax cannot be healed because of the Aboleth's poison. So as she lay there unconscious, what are you guys doing?
Alec is immediately gonna, like, drop to her knees and kind of, like, hold on to Morganax. And she's gonna drop her rage, obviously. And, oh god. She's going to, I guess, just try to whisper a very quiet prayer to Asticia. I don't know if she'll be able to hear Alec again, but she's gonna try her best to reach out one more time.
Okay. Morganax, I'd like you to make a death saving throw, and Alec, I'd like you to make a religion check. Okay, that's another success.
Would... I suppose we're out of combat, so I'm not Jaegering Jinx anymore.
Nope.
Okay, so I have a plus in religion, but let me look. So I rolled a 13, which I don't think is for... Yeah, it's just a 13.
13.
There's no modifier to add to that.
Yeah, Alec, it is not because of your lack of devotion or love for her, but it is just because of the area that you're in. You are so far away from her or from any natural water source, you can't feel a connection be made. You try your hardest, and there's a small part of you that believes that Astitia is trying to reach out to you as well, but it's just too dark and too evil and too chaotic here. She's unable to reach back out.
All right, I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
For the first time this campaign, Varnas is going to attempt to use Divine Intervention.
Hot damn!
Ah!
So if I recall correctly, I can basically call upon and make a request, but I have to roll D100 and I have to roll equal or less than my cleric level.
Yep, so 12 or less.
I mean, probably not going to work, but if it does,
Yes, you did!
It's not going to work, though.
it was very close. It was
Oh,
a 26,
Damn.
but it is no.
The same thing that Alec had happen to her, it's the same thing that happens to you, Varnast. It's not for lack of faith or devotion. You are just too far from her embrace. Morganix, I'd like you to make another death saving throw.
Failure.
Failure. One failure.
Can Alec, like, create Water Whip in her hand and just kind of, like, hold it over Morganix?
Yeah, go ahead
Or
and
would
make...
you... Okay.
Go ahead and make a... Let me look at your thing here.
Yeah, I've only used the Fangs of the Fire when I haven't used... I don't think I've used Water Whip yet.
Yeah, here. I'll go ahead and have you make a...
I'm not gonna punch her, but Alec is holding on to her.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Uh,
please don't.
Go ahead
I
and
mean,
make...
I only need to make one more success, but
Go ahead and make a... just a straight wisdom check. Trying to use this monk energy, knowing what you know about some of the natives from Efera, these water whisperers that they were called, able to use healing magic through water.
17, 18, 19. 19.
Okay. Morganix, your next death saving throw will have advantage.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So with that, as she does that, Morganix, make another death saving throw.
well,
15,
it's a
and then-
success. But let me see if I crit.
Okay.
I do not crit, but it's a success.
Okay.
That's 3 successes.
So that means Morganix is stabilized. She's not conscious. She's still at 0 hit points. But right now she is just a limp body.
Here, I have a question.
Yeah.
Jinx has, and my plan for her was always going to be before the final battle to use catnap to get a short rest. Can I roll hit dice if I'm unconscious or if I'm sleepy?
You know what? I would say yes. In this extreme situation, we'll say that Jinx really... she really channels that magical energy hard and is able to permeate through that unconsciousness and is able to expeditiously help you naturally recover hit points. Not through magical means, but just naturally.
She is going to cast it at 5th level on everybody but Moku. It'll take 10 minutes, but it'll be a chance to roll some hit die.
Okay. So with that, Moku, understanding he's probably fine, right? I don't think he got hit once. I mean, maybe by the fire, but...
He's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine.
So Jinx will kind of lean down towards her and be like, okay, all right. I'm going to do this, but you need to promise that you're going to wake up, okay? Okay. And she kind of looks towards you, Varnast and Alec, and gives a small smile. Says, I think I can help. And she'll cast Catnap. And with that, as we are taking this short rest, Morganix, you'll be able to recover hit points and return back to consciousness. And while you guys are rolling those hit die, we're going to go ahead and take our break there. Okay? Woo!
Okay.
Ooh
Quick
wee.
DM question. When I hit die, I get a +2. Is that per dice or just for the whole roll?
Is that for catnap or?
Or just for a short rest? I'll look it up on the break.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and go to a break. Whew, as that was intense. Got a little shady there for a second. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and head to break, and we'll be right back.
And he's gonna clap his hands and start picking up all the fragments of his.
The
Also,
combat
Joy,
to each die. That's great.
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm. Save me some. He's gonna kind of do like the gun thing.
Sorry.
Save me some food.
3.
Well, never mind. He's gonna keep picking up his. Yep.
Not great, but it's something.
She'll go ahead and
Take short
walk
rest,
back to the
confirm.
cabin,
How do I do
but
that?
she'll
Oh, did it roll my dice?
That was-
And did it do it over here?
not great.
Okay.
What? Did it
So
roll my
Poe,
dice?
you don't get a saving throw. You're just like this until either the
Oh,
spell
roll hit
ends
dice.
or you lose a hit point. So
Does that
as a
work?
mouse, philosophy.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and get a drink.
Nice. That's going in the quotes.
I answered my own question, by the way.
Oh wait, but
I
wait, he
used
has
4
advantage because
last
pack
time.
tactics.
So question.
Yes, he does.
So I have this many barbarian.
sad.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then I just used 3. 1, 2, 3. Do I still have this monk?
Okay,
Oh fuck. Okay, I need to
can you
just use
give
all
me
my
my
credit
fucking
die again.
strength
It's my
saving
calculator.
throw?
The horn playing twice really sold that.
Yeah, it really did.
16 plus 6.
I'm so
And I add my con modifier to each of these rolls.
Not gonna deny
To
that.
each roll. Okay. All right.
Well,
I'm
when
gonna
the it is
just
chlamydia,
math at the
it's not
end.
so nice, you know.
1,
Gross.
2, 3. I'm gonna roll all my fucking
Okay.
monk dice then.
This is a lucky dip.
So I'm all out of barbarian
Alright.
dice at that point.
Oh.
Why is it not rolling them all at
Oh, God.
once?
Okay. Anyway, moving on. So,
9.
Obviously a lot more details, but
yeah.
Oh, I think it's auto adding my stuff to it actually.
just humming like a little
Plus 9.
lullaby like
That was
melody
2.
just until she knows that she's asleep.
This is the third one.
Yeah, when you like finish the story and look down, you see that Morwen is asleep and breathing easier.
Oh my god. Okay. It's gonna be 9
She
again.
had
Plus
been.
11.
I'm ready, but
Okay,
the
this
main
is the
use of it I
fourth
saw that
one.
was truly badass was one of the players used Force Cage, and then one of my
Oh,
other
okay,
players
thanks.
used Silence. So
6,
they
no
basically
more.
just trapped an entire group of guards in a Force Cage, and then started just shooting them from afar, and they screamed silently like they were in a void of space until they were all dead.
So cool.
It's 9.
And we're back.
Yep. They
It's
just
not great, but it's not
If you see any
terrible.
yellow flowers or firewood, grab that on
also
the way.
not great.
No red flowers.
Okay. Sure.
Who's gonna be quiet as we're traveling, but he's gonna be some of the metal that he took when he left Waterswick. He's gonna be crafting something.
pulling balls this morning. And she's gonna.
Sorry, I'm a Neanderthal. Does that mean without?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. No, that's all right. That's all good. You're the normal one here. I'm the one using sands. But yeah, she'll just try to focus.
Does anybody want to donate $11?
You know what? I'll donate $11.
Wait. Hold on.
I got you,
don't
fam.
give money to children. I've got a better idea.
Don't give money to children.
Quote me on that.
Someone clip it.
I'll give you one of my flashes of genius. That's in.
Okay, so we just pretend to offer them help.
Well, we'll say, do you want passage? They don't realise we know who they are. They'll act friendly.
Should we follow the sounds or should we figure out who the fuck's on the other end of the island first.
I would prefer not to be.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's
No.
okay. I
think
deserve
you're
it.
great.
I'm a mess. I've had
You
2
are.
years to write this paper.
2 years?
2 years.
Oh, jinx.
Sayla's losing her shit. She's just fucking laughing in the corner, just so you know.
I think we need to let the coordinator know so she is prepared.
I'm sure I can cast Sending, and she could probably be here for us to discuss in detail what we need. I'm guessing a total of 75 words in one day will not be enough.
Probably not.
I can cast the spell 3 times.
Hey, that's metagaming, sir.
Bardass knows that.
Okay.
I am sorry. I will apologize when next we see him.
That's too late for that, but thanks.
Well, I don't think it was necessarily a bad thing. You were just protecting your end of the deal. That is all.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god.
The fuck is happening?
That's bullshit, Joe.
How the fuck
That's
does that
bullshit.
happen?
That's bullshit.
Do you still have inspiration?
You do. You do.
Use your Christmas inspiration.
Use your Christmas
Use your
inspiration.
Christmas
You need to
inspiration.
use that inspiration. Oh my god.
I want to use the inspiration.
That's bullshit.
You just roll the 1. You just roll the 1. You just roll the 1. It gives you a reroll. It's like a point of luck.
I can't reroll both of them.
No, you can't reroll both of them. Just a normal roll.
Are you fucking kidding me? Joe, no. Throw it out. Throw it out. I call a fucking foul. A fucking call a foul.
So,
Guess we're gonna attack
Alas.
the pretty cove.
what do you mean saying about my fucking lad?
I haven't said anything that wasn't true.
And what is that?
How I thought you were a bit of... I thought you were afraid of many things, even though you pretend... Yeah.
So, first strike.
Oh! Natural... Okay, we are back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Let me go and unmute this. Plonk, plonk, plonk.
Nice.
Have all of our
And
hit die.
hello, we are back.
Shit, I have 4 more barbarian dice to roll.
Die back. When you take a long rest, you only get a portion of them.
Yeah, you only get half your hit die
Okay.
back after a long rest.
Oh, then hang on.
Okay.
Revert back here.
Okay, so then I did it right, yeah.
Alrighty.
D&D Beyond will automatically give you however many hit die you get back on a long rest.
Yeah.
Okey-dokies. So yeah, I'm only at 73, not 75. 73 out of 123.
Wow.
Okay.
Alright, I'm scarfing down a fig bar really quick.
You're fine. You're fine. We are back. just because I can't talk to all of you and be back at the same time without breaking something. Okay.
Okay, I'm scarfing down a Pop-Tart.
It's okay.
Makes you feel better,
We're
Alex.
we're all
Yeah,
eating some.
Victory food.
Yeah, exactly.
Take a potion with this curse, can I?
Nope, you cannot. No magical healing at all.
Okay.
Okay. So, with that, as we come back in, our group of adventurers here have found themselves in a bit of a rough time. Traversing through the 88th layer of the Abyss in an effort to find the core of Malcanthit, the demon queen of the succubi, to destroy it before she is able to retake her throne and lay waste to the realms of the material plane under the command of the Dark One. The party infiltrated the 88th layer of the Abyss and have overcome trial after trial after trial just to destroy this core so their two planetar angelic friends, Ezekiel and Galadar, would be able to kill Malcanthit as they destroy the core, so Malcanthit will have no chance of coming back. Taking her out, root and stem. So, that is where we're going to go ahead and pick up. So the party had just defeated Mordekash as well as his two Glabre Zu after scaling his tower. Immediately upon his death, his body turned to ash and soot and crumpled away, leaving behind nothing except for a suit of armor and one greatsword. As those two things clamber down to the ground, all of you are left there after taking 10 minutes, thanks to Jinx and Catnap. Eventually, at the end of the 10 minutes, Morganix, your eyes open, and the rest of the party looks down at you. Before any of you... Well, yeah, as Morganix, you open your eyes, I will say that all of you in this moment, you can see Dariaxi has made his way to the bridge and is just sort of staring down towards the volcanic rock, looking around. So if all of you wanted a moment in private, you have it.
I will say, as soon as Morganix opened her eyes, Alec would have just kind of wrapped her up in a really tight hug. And
Morganix
probably
would
too tight, but...
hug her back. I'm okay.
I'm just happy we didn't lose you.
It's okay.
Okay. We cannot let this happen again. Not down here.
Next is the final fight.
Are you sure you're okay?
I have to see this through, whether or not I am. I have to do this. But I wouldn't mind just taking a minute, if that's all right.
Yeah, but yes. And Alec is gonna help her up.
Morganix will just kind of sort of walk off to the side by herself and sit down and summon the Arcanum brand.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just gonna kind of hold the hilt to her forehead with her hands wrapped around it in prayer. And she's going to pray to Ayun.
Okay.
She is going to say, "You have got me so far. I would have come here without this blessing. I would have come here with nothing to defend myself. And I still will throw my life at this cause if that is what it takes. You have given me a miracle, and I am selfishly asking for another one. Please help us. I don't care if it claims me, but we need to end her. Please. I need you with me."
I'd like you to go ahead and make a religion check for me.
Okay. 19.
With a 19,
As a player, I'm not expecting anything out of this, but this is what Morganix would do.
No, I understand. I understand. So, and with a 19, it's just this place is so far away from the realms that she
Yeah.
has. It is almost impossible to make a connection. Morganix can feel that she wants Ioun too, but Ioun wants to make that connection, but just she's too far away, and this place is too far gone.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the others. Do we want that armor, that sword?
I imagined we already threw them in the bag, to be honest.
Cool.
Varnast, are you okay?
Yeah.
Is everyone ready to continue? Is there anything else we need to do first? Do you guys have potions you can take?
That's a great question that you ask. Oh, yes, I do actually. What am I doing? Yes. I have one more potion of healing. I feel like I gave that to someone. Didn't I give one of them away?
Gave it to someone, yeah. I don't
I think
remember
I
who
gave
it
it
was.
to you. Didn't I give it to you, Varnast?
No, I have one in my inventory, but
Okay,
I remember
well,
I remember someone used one.
Okay, I have two, which seems weird.
And again, Varnest has so many healing spells, he would not take a potion from someone else. Like, it's so easy for him to heal himself.
Oh, wow.
God damn.
Oop, sorry. I should have only did that once.
It's still nice.
And remember, if you are, because you're using your action, obviously, so you just automatically regain the full amount. Because it's the bonus action as you roll, the action is the full amount. So 8 times 4 is 16 plus 16 is 32 plus 8 is 40.
Oh, I'm glad you did that math for me. Thank you.
I'm
bad at math. I'm not gonna. I appreciate it. Plus 40. Okay, all right, not too shabby. Okay, well, I'm not mad anymore.
Varnest is just gonna drop a level 1 Cure Wounds on himself and call it a day. He's at 135 out of 149.
Consulting the map, there's been notes for every level. Is there anything for the last one?
Yes, there is. The last one, all it says here is that Galador notes that this is supposedly the last barrier. And this is the last thing that you'll need to fight before making your way into her core. These are the guardians that lay in front of the gates. And there are 4 of them. 4 entities that wander the Valley of Sorrows. They are these massive behemoths, the size of giants. And it's said that these are 4 women that Malcanthet believed were more beautiful than she was. So she cursed them to be these pale blue titans that wander around this field of abyssal creatures that just wander. They don't attack. All they do is weep. And these 4 massive entities just wander the area, and they protect the gate.
Do we have to fight them, or can we slip past them?
They wander near the gate, so you're probably not going to be able to sneak past them.
Can we run? Like, does it say, do we have to fight them? Like, will the gate work with them still alive?
You can safely assume that trying to get through the gate would be very, very, very difficult.
Okay.
If they are still alive.
Okay. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not doing great. If I fall,
You're not
Don't
going
take-
to.
if I fall, don't take the time to mourn me. Just finish it.
You are not going to fall.
I
I'm not
need
gonna
you
let
to-
that happen.
I need you to promise me. Finish it, or it will have all been for nothing.
I will, but I'm not.
I know.
And you get to see like this look of confliction on Alex's face.
I know. It's okay.
Morganix, you're... Okay, I will do what you ask. But I am going to do everything in my power to make sure that doesn't happen.
I know.
I am ready.
Varnest, are you okay?
I'm always okay.
I never believe you. She's actually gonna smile a little bit.
Dariachi.
Oh,
I
Daddy-
was like, he just fucking dip or what?
No,
Yeah,
Daddy.
he just ignores you.
He's just
like,
gone.
"Oh,
Okay, cool, dude.
No, you. Sorry, you said Dariaxi, like Tamagotchi. So I was like, who the fuck is he? No. Okay, yeah. Dariaxi.
Domo arigato, Mr. Daichi.
Dariaxi, you can see that he turns around to face you, looking down at the hardened obsidian now, and says,
Yes, what is it?
I'd really like to fill you in on this whole narrative that's going on, but we're low on time. Mordekesh's master is the one that we came to deal with, and we are very close to finishing her. Taking care of her might also diminish any future power Mordekesh might have. Be grateful if you came to help, but if you have your own way to make, I understand.
I am afraid that I must leave. There is no knowing what damage Mordekash has done in the time I was locked away. I must return to Thorol, and I must ensure that my people are safe. Safe from him. He has already hurt them one too many times.
You've been locked away for a very long time. Thank you for your help.
Thank you for freeing me from my prison. As an effort of gratitude, under most circumstances I would take the plate and blade of Mordekesh with me. Present it to the council. But
obviously saying this before you put it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, awkward.
I will allow you to keep these things. The items themselves are not cursed. I can guarantee you that. But just know, for as long as you have them, there is a chance that Mordekesh will come looking for them. He should be away for some time now. So until he can gain power again, crawl his way back up from the bottom of the abyss, you should be safe, should you choose to use them. The blade and plate are very deadly combined, but even stand strong separate from one another.
And sorry, what kind of armor was it?
It's plate.
I was wondering that too.
Full plate.
Sorry. Ooh, take a look at that later. Anyways, Varnas will just extend his hand to the guy and just kind of give the bro knowing nod.
And he'll shake it and nod his head too. And in the
a little spark of lightning as we connect.
A little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
But as you look, you can see that during the fight, the Glabrezu, part of his like metal mask had been cracked. And it's odd that while with all of the creaks and scratches you can hear coming from him as he moves, and a small bit of metal that was cracked right around where his eye is, you can see a humanoid eye, like a fleshy ball, which is very odd, all things considered.
Yeah. Safe travels, friend.
I wish you luck with the rest of your journey.
With that, he will make steps towards the balcony, and you can see those bolts of lightning collide near him as he just begins to soar off into the distance, looking for a way out of the 88th layer of the abyss.
He could have just come with us and found it, but whatever.
Hey, man on a mission, I respect that.
Varnost, do you want to put on the armor? Is it better than what you have now?
Oh, I have no idea. I would imagine it is. I mean,
full plate is... What do you have now? Out of character.
Full plate.
Oh, you do have full plate?
It's a basic set of full plate. I assume this one is magically enchanted somehow.
Yeah, we would have to take a short rest for you to attune to it.
I mean, bare minimum.
Slap it on.
Yeah, I'll just put it on. Who knows? Maybe it's an hour walk to where we're going. Who knows?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Do you want... Can you use a greatsword?
I can. I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
That one we can look into later. The armor I will slap on. I like
Okay.
my shield, especially when we're trying to just survive right now.
Just trying to make it through.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Alec would not use a different weapon than her father's sword, so...
Yeah.
What does Mordekaiser's plate look like, by the way?
So,
just so I can picture what this looks like.
Yeah, you can see that like those narrow it's odd because it almost looks like scale mail, where it's like these different sort of interconnected scales, but it is as hard as plate. And you can see that underneath those interconnected scales there is a dull, right now, red glow, that sort of natural state that Mordekaiser was in. So other than that, it's 2 sets of gauntlets, a breastplate, pauldrons, leg guards. So it would just sit right on top, but it would be sort of this like, maybe attuning it would cause it to glow just like how Mordekaiser had. You can tell that it wouldn't be nearly as effective as Mordekaiser's was.
Sure.
But still very useful.
All right, well, I'll slap it on and we'll figure out the effects at some later point, but it looks cool, so I'll take it.
Might as well.
Mm-hmm.
I unfortunately cannot use heavy armor.
Oh,
nope.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm not doing it yet, and I may say it when it becomes official. But at the last possible minute before the next encounter, I'm gonna do Armor of Agathis again, just in case I don't get time to say it later. But that is the intention at this juncture.
Okay. Alrighty.
And we can continue forward.
What's Alec at HP at wise right now?
After taking that health potion, she's at 113.
Out of
123.
Okay, so she's pretty good then.
Yeah, she's fine.
How is Doggo?
Doggo's back up
crap.
full.
Oh right, short rest.
He didn't get a short rest.
Oh ho ho! I thought it was everyone but Moku.
Oh, he might have then. I can't remember because I'm not looking at the battle map anymore.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was
fine.
everyone.
Yeah, it was everyone but Moku.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank
Okay.
goodness. Running late.
I knew I upcast, but I couldn't remember not seeing it, who all I had counted out. So, cool.
Right.
So Doggo's at full, you're almost at full.
Yes.
Varnas is also almost at full, 135 out of 149, so...
Alright.
He'd rather hold on to his spell slots in case he needs them for something else. Definitely not going to use the potion.
Okay.
Let's go. Is there another way out, or are we going back the way we came and we're just going
Yeah,
back to
like,
the stronghold now?
Where does the map say we go from here?
You have to exit out the tower, and now that that moat of lava that extended for forever is hardened,
Oh,
now you
walk
can
over
cross.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa,
Aw,
that's so metal.
It's lit, fam.
Yeah. The reason why you couldn't cross before is that there were just these sporadic spurts of lava over this like 200-foot cavern that would have just destroyed the rug, regardless
Right.
of how high you were flying.
Fair enough.
That's neat.
Yeah.
All right. We carry on then.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You carry on, indeed.
As a point of clarification, when we go to Melcanthit's core, is that something we're gonna fight as well, or is this upcoming thing the final battle?
These are the guardians to the core, so this is the last thing that you're going to fight.
Oh, core we don't actually fight.
No, the core is just like a thing. It's like a phylactery. That's another way to think of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then I think we would go and just not slow down.
Yeah.
Yep. This is where we use everything.
Okay. Alrighty. So, with that, all of you continue your march along, walking, following the map and its directions, whipping around each turn that you need to go. Walking along the path, you can see the you can see the soot and steam in the air. That heat begin to fade and cool as there is this dull fog and this glinting magic that fills the air. Eventually, the volcanic rock changes to what almost looks to be stone and wood. What it once was maybe a city of some kind. Who knows how long ago it stood? It is unlike any architecture or anything you've ever seen. There are vines that cover the entirety of it. Sickly and brown, long dead. The vines as tall as the cities, kind of walking under. You can see underneath the lattice of the vines there are these just skyscrapers that go down for as far as you can see. And looking down through the vines, you can see bodies on bodies. But unlike any shape of a humanoid you've seen before, you can tell just from the bone structure, which is all that's left, and it is brittle. I mean, stepping anywhere near them, the bones just turn to dust. But they are thin and lithe. Very, very thin bone structure, very, very tall, elongated limbs and neck. Very odd-looking creatures, but unknown of their origin at all. You continue to march until eventually you see these streaks of golden lightning in the air. But not lightning, just these pure bolts of arcane energy and this swirling black mist in the air as you begin to walk and you continue to walk. For about an hour, you can see a large mountain standing alone. And in front of that mountain, you can see one large rock jutting out in front of a gate. And you can see those 4 massive creatures standing maybe 18, 20 feet tall, just slowly wandering around in a circle around that one stone obelisk jutting out of the ground. As you see them, they are these just bulging, odd creatures. There's no head on them. It is just a mass of flesh sitting on top of their shoulders. As you see the four of them walking around the stone, this is generally what they look like.
Oh.
Ryan, you may recognize this.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Where do you recognize it from?
I hate it.
Yep. So, and then on top of that, near them, just sort of spreading out along that mountain, you can see thousands of these medium-sized larvae, slimy creatures that have these just have pus and boils covering them, small feelers coming off the top of their heads. But where there would be just skin on a normal larva, there are like these human faces that are just kind of plastered and molded on as they just weep in pain, begging for release from this eternal torment. This is generally what those larvae look like.
Gross.
They stay about 45 feet away from that pillar in each direction as those four creatures just move throughout. And this generally is what you're looking at. The ruined city, the swirling black fog, the vines, the corpses, all of it except for what your battle map is going to look like. So I'll pull you here.
Ho 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 ho. Oh.
It's pretty.
Fancy.
Mm-hmm. So, you see that in the distance. It's maybe 10, 15 feet away from you. Or 10, 15-minute walk away from you. The creatures haven't noticed you. But you know this is your final step along the journey. And as you look down, Varnash, you can feel the plate attuned to you.
Oh.
But before we can know what the plate does, and before we can get into this fight, that is where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's session.
No.
We don't even get to know what the plate does.
Fight forever.
Okay, all right. I'll tell you what the plate does. So it is +1
Yay.
plate.
Oh shit.
Just as a base, yeah. So yeah, it's pretty good. +1 plate. And over the course of a long rest, you can change the elemental affinity, which also changes the look of the armor. So right now, you are resistant to fire damage. But over the course of a long rest, you can change that to any other element you'd like, which then changes the armor to a corresponding dull glow.
Oh, that's sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very situational, but resistance to elements, and especially if you know what you're going into, it can help.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And
Could we also happen to know what the sword does?
yeah, I'll tell you what the sword. We'll say that Alec walked with it. It's not magical in the same way. It doesn't require attunement. But the great sword is the Shadowsword. So it is his sword. Now the sword is not cursed, but let me go ahead and pull it up here real quick. It is a +2 adamantine weapon.
Oh, damn.
So it's very good.
Man, but I'm gonna be a bitch and not use it.
I mean, we could just say that it's a ceremonial sword, Alec's dad's sword. Because I put the sword there for you.
I know, but
Do what Alec would do.
Alec wouldn't use it. Like, I'm just being honest with you, like that.
Hey, maybe Varnash will use it. He has +1 plate now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Joe. Like,
And-
I mean, can we disenchant it and enchant her sword one day?
You could do that, yeah.
Okay. Because, like, I mean, just like with everything that we have gone through and everything that, like, she and her father has sacrificed, like, I just.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be like, oh, look, shiny. Like, that's just not her vibe, you know?
No, that makes sense.
As a player, my soul hurts, but.
So,
Respect.
just so you know, it's a +2 weapon. When you roll a 1 on the damage die for an attack you make against a creature with this weapon, you receive a bonus to the damage, making that die worth 2. So it just means that you can't roll a 1 anymore. The minimum you can roll is a 2. So that means on a greatsword attack, that means your minimum would be 4 now instead of 2. And whenever you target, attack, and hit an object, not a creature, but an object with this weapon that is not adamantine, it is considered a critical hit. So that means anytime you go to hit a door, anytime you go to hit a barrel, a wall, anything, it's automatically considered a critical.
Nice.
Yeah. And I will say the plate used in conjunction with the sword does give an additional bonus to the sword, but that would need to be something that would need to be used, because then the sword, if you're going to use it in conjunction with the plate, then the plate and the sword both require attunement, because then it's a set.
Right.
And all that does is it pretty much makes the sword a flame tongue or element tongue weapon, according to whatever you're attuned to on your blade. So if you have resistance to fire damage, then the greatsword does an additional 2d6 damage, fire damage.
Nice.
Which that is almost the full effect of what Mordekash was doing. Mordekash could change like on a hat as a reaction. So you're not an elemental Rakshasha, so sadly you don't have that ability.
Fair.
Yeah. All right.
Oh man, cool. What a session.
Yeah.
We lived.
Yeah, you did live. You made it all the way through. Oh yeah, Alec is attuned to 3 things anyway. Don't worry, there will be. Oh, believe me, when you guys get back to Efera, I've got some cool shit planned for Alec. And after this is over, I think I got something Morgonix is gonna like. I got some ideas. Yeah. So, alrighty. Well, with that, that's where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's session. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Greatly appreciate you. So, with that, be sure to tune into tomorrow to the Isles of Iverion for the continuation of their adventure as they fight to free the souls of the elves that are trapped on an island who had like magic with Dragonborn, but then the lizard folk were like breeding too much, and they were gonna. Yeah, it's a lot. But it's very cool. It's gonna be a good combat. They're fighting with an undead elf right now who's like super old, who lied to them. So, you know, NPCs that do that is fun. Or next Tuesday for the Salamander Coast as they continue to make their way through the mines of Midgard. Or, of course, what you should really do is tune in next Friday for the Explorers of Efera to see one of the final episodes. I don't know if it's going to be the final. It just depends how long this fight takes.
Or if we die.
The final.
That would be the final. That'd be the end of...
Final of the Abyss.
Yeah, Final of the Abyss. So yeah, but I have a pretty good feeling about next Friday. I think that you guys are gonna. I think you're gonna make your way through it. Okay.
Making my way.
So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. So I guess
next time.
We will see you next time. Farewell.